We call them I Really Don't Care. The Giants this year are going nowhere. And the Cowboys haven't won since Jordan and Pippen were a pair.
You are now watching a Philly Fuego production. Gracias, amigos. Fly, Eagles, fly. Welcome to the Nest Out West, where Eagles fans are always the best. I will always ride or die for this team, and when I'm gone, please bury me in green. Now I don't want to come off like I'm bragging, but I'ma bring the heat like an effing dragon. You can call me Fuego, aka Phillyzilla, coming to you like the Thriller in Manila. Lots of collabs and live streams galore. You're gonna love what I have in store. Giving you my all, I always will try. And just remember, it's fly, Eagles, fly. Yeah.
What is good? What is going on? And what is cracking? I am Philly Foothills, and I am back in the Nest Out West. I'm trying to bring you the best when it comes to Philadelphia Eagles content on YouTube. And tonight, along with my co-host, AK Eagles, as you can see to my left, we got one of our special guests in the building already, One Trey Rock. What's going on, Rock? How you doing?
I'm good, bro, man. I'm ready to get this rocking and rolling. Let's get it.
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's good to see you, my guy. Definitely. Thank you for being here tonight with us. We really appreciate it.
You all right?
So we're gonna do some roster predictions tonight. We're waiting for a few other people to come in. They'll make it tonight, but if not, we'll just rock it out with the three of us. Hell, we don't need any other ingredients for a good dish tonight. Definitely. So, AK Eagles, what's going on, my guy? He'll be back in a second. He just
all over the place.
Yeah. How you feeling, Rock? What's going on with you, my dude?
Man, I'm ready for football, man. We got what? We gotta wait all until next week, man. I'm just anxious right now.
I know it should be this Thursday that it starts. It should be. Yeah. I think it should be this Thursday.
It should be Thursday, man. They only had 3 preseason games. They should have started the week right after the last preseason game, man. I don't understand why they started up like that. But hey, who am I?
I got you. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, there's two AK Eagles now. Oh, that's scary. There he goes. What's going on, my guy?
Yo, what's going on, everyone? How you doing?
We're doing, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're doing good. Doing good, definitely. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. As always, my co-host of the East Meets West podcast.
Yes,
how was your day, my dude?
Not too bad, man. Can't complain. Pretty easy going day. Made a hell of a trade in fantasy, so feeling happy about that.
Oh yeah. Well, I already know about it, but share it with everybody. Who'd you get? What'd you trade away? You there?
Damn, what's going on, AK? Dude, y'all ain't add me to no fantasy leagues, man. Y'all ain't want one trade in them joints, man, because y'all know I was gonna dominate. That's what it was. That's what it was. Y'all ain't want one trade in there because I was gonna come in there talking my smack and dominating, man. But it's cool. It's cool.
If it was my league, you would have been in it. It wasn't my league, though.
Yeah, that's why I mess with you, Foothills, man. AK just dismissed me, man.
What?
No, it wasn't.
It's not even my league.
Y'all just dismissed me, man. Like you, JC. Oh yeah, y'all just dismissed me, man. It's cool though. I'm coming for vengeance.
Yo, did we not just collab together?
I'm talking about fantasy football, man.
Oh yeah. I have no control over that.
See.
That was all Tyler.
Everybody don't got no control over it. But it's crazy, man. It's cool. I'm gonna get my own league. I'm gonna start my own league. Ain't none of y'all joining. None of y'all. No, it's cool.
Oh yeah. So it looks like we did have a. I don't know if you guys seen we had a cut today. Looks like Michael Jaquette got the axe today. He was released by the Eagles, I guess. I seen a report earlier, and Vic saying so long, Michael Jaquette. He's the only player that I know that one play got himself on the roster, and the very next day or the very next got him off of it. Yeah,
I mean, the odd man out. It happens. Like it happens. They probably gonna put him on. He probably gonna make the practice squad or something. But I mean, it is what it is, bro. You don't come to ball, you get your spot took. That's what happened. It is what it is.
yeah. I don't have him on my 53. I didn't have him making the. I didn't have him making the final.
The only reason I had him making the finals is because the upside. You know, he's 6'2", got 6'6" wingspan. He ran like a 4.4. It was just I felt like maybe again it could come in and work with that, but I mean I guess not. Now we got a bunch of 5'9" dudes on the roster. We got a bunch of nickel corners on the roster. It's cool. We just gonna have to make it work.
Right. Jordy Fighter, BLSG, what's going on, my guys? Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. We got 10 in the live right now.
It's good, my guys.
Yes, what's going on, Jordy? What's going on, BLSG?
Bird Gang 31, what's going on, my guy?
Bird Gang.
You're supposed to be here. Come join us, my dude.
Where you at, my guy?
You're in the chat.
He's too good for us now.
You're too good for us now. You got Hollywood now. That's crazy.
What's going on, Nina Austin? We appreciate you. She said, hey, gents.
Hey.
Yep, she said Jaquette cut. Nina, thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. BLSG's in the house. Sonic's in the house. What up, Sonic?
On some road, that just threw a little monkey wrench. Them cutting Jaquette. That's crazy.
A little bit, yeah.
It is. I thought he was gonna be at least a solid backup to like Slayer, one of them. But hey,
well, that just furthermore makes it Scott, Josiah Scott.
I know what I don't want to see. I don't want to see.
Well, go ahead, Rock. I'm sorry.
I don't want to see one of our outside corners go down and Avonte Maddox out there. I don't want to see that. That's what I don't want to see.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
sounds like that.
McPherson probably could come out there and fill in.
Yeah, that might be a bad idea too. I mean, as a rookie being on the outside, that might be bad. But let me ask you guys: how many total corners do you guys have us keeping?
I gotta go with 5. It's gonna be Nelson, Slade, Vontae Maddox, McPherson, Josiah Scott. Yeah.
Yep.
Man, I don't see nobody else. I don't see nobody else getting in there that's gonna actually play. It's like if somebody to go down, I don't see nobody else making up for them outside corners. So
yeah,
I mean that's the only depth I could see.
Yeah, but yeah, you guys in the live stream right now. We are live on both channels on my channel, The Nest Out West, and also on AK Eagles channel, Eagles Uncensored. So make sure whatever channel you're on, make sure you go hit that thumbs up on both channels at some point during your viewing before you leave. Make sure you do that. We appreciate it. And if you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe to both channels. Hit that notification bell. We really much appreciate it. It helps push the content out there and get more and more eyes on it. And help share this live stream too if you can. You know, any social media platforms you have, definitely share it and invite people in. Let them know that they can definitely join us right now. But and
make sure y'all sub up one Trey Rock too.
I was just about to say that. My bad, dude. I really was.
See,
you got me on that.
I don't get no respect, man. This is crazy. Like,
make sure you guys definitely go sub up one Trey Rock. He's another great up and coming Eagles content creator in the heart of Philadelphia. So he's definitely on the pulse of the Eagles there. in the city. So make sure you go check him out. Go like and subscribe his content. You won't be disappointed for sure,
Yeah.
guys.
I'm a little different, man. Y'all gonna love it. Hey, I'm a little different, man. So,
Anthony Allen, I appreciate you, my guy. He said you remember
Raw
when
keeps it real.
you was talking about the running back who will be the number 2 running back, and I told you the Boston Scott, and I was right. He is the number 2 on the depth chart. Good call, definitely, Anthony Anderson. Yeah, I think a lot of people were thinking it was going to be Carry On early on, but yeah, he definitely has that injury issues with his knees ongoing. So yeah,
but
definitely.
Anthony Allen, that's
Well, I mean,
just right.
in all honesty, though, man, you got to keep an eye out on Gainwell. Gainwell
Yeah.
might be able to take over too. I
That's
mean,
why I
that's
said
no
that's just
bullshit.
right now. That's just right now. We don't know
Yeah.
what's gonna be how it's gonna be week 1. I
Yeah.
mean, dudes
Yeah.
tipping their hat and stuff like that. You gotta relax a little bit, brother. it ain't even game 1 week yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, Gainwell definitely he's been looking good. You know, it's taken him a little while, obviously, because he didn't play football last year, being because of COVID. But yeah, he's
Yep.
definitely looking like he's getting back into the football shape, and he's ready. I think he's ready to rock and roll. But so you guys got us. So let's go to the quarterbacks first. You guys got us keeping how many quarterbacks? 3. What do you guys think?
Now
Rock?
3.
Yeah, I mean, you got
Right?
it 3 now. You playing
Obviously.
Flacco too much money, and then you just brought in Gardner Minshew, so you got to keep 3. You're not gonna put Gardner Minshew on the practice squad.
No.
So it's like you got to keep 3 now. On some real, I really didn't understand what the hell Philly just did with that trade. It's like you pay Flacco $3 million. You bring in a Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew made it clear he didn't want to sit behind Trevor Lawrence.
You don't know why they did it, Rock?
I don't know. No, I'm not. I'm saying I know why they did it from a football standpoint, but
No.
before he even got here, he told them in Jacksonville, I'm the number 1. I'm a number 1 quarterback. I'm not sitting behind no rookie. That's what he told them, and then they traded him.
There's two teams in our division right now that could have used the services of Gardner Minshew. Hell, even the Giants could have used him as a backup quarterback for Danny Pesos because
exactly. That's what I'm saying. He could have went a million places. Why bring him here? Right.
But But also they're taking him away from opponents. They're keeping him from going to Dallas.
I mean, you fear Gardner Minshew? I don't. It's like it ain't like Deshaun Watson coming over here. It's Gardner Minshew. It's like, dude is a average to probably above average quarterback. He can win you games, but he lost.
Yeah.
He lost Jacksonville a lot of games too.
You.
So it's like,
I agree with you. He's not coming in and taking anyone's starting job.
Yeah, it's not like we brought a Hall of Famer over there, like Aaron Rodgers over there. It's Gardner Minshew. Like, dude is not that. That's why I see why everybody's so hype over the dude. It's like he's gonna be a backup. He's not gonna take Hurts' job. If Hurts go down, he could come in and fill in for some games and stuff like that. But that's all. Like that's all. He's not gonna be a main option as a starter. He probably gonna win you 2 to 3 games. I'll give him that. But Gardner Minshew is not that. Like every time Philly brings somebody over here, the hype just go out the roof. Like, oh, dude was a monster. No, he wasn't. I watched a million Jacksonville games. Gardner Minshew lost him as many games as he won them. It's like, I mean, I don't know.
Oh shit! There he goes.
Damn, what happened?
Yeah. No, man. I'm with you. He's a reliable backup. I said it on a stream earlier today. For a 6th-round pick, and for what he had to work with in Jacksonville, 16 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Hey, ain't bad. I'll say that. He didn't have the greatest O-line. He didn't have the greatest targets in the world, but he did with what he had to do, and you could say it's a little bit of both that didn't work there. The team and him. It wasn't all on him. I will say that, but no, it's it's good for us, like you said. Flacco's last year this year. He's done after this year. He gives us another year. He's only 900K. Hell, Hurts is only what 1.2 mil.
Mm-hmm.
So between both of them right there, man, that's cheap quarterbacks, for the next 2 years. So
Right.
you can't lose out there. And maybe he does hold a little bit of value. Maybe Fitzmagic goes down, or maybe Danny Fumbles goes down, and the desperate times call for desperate measures, and somebody wants to give us a third for him real fast. Who knows? But the way I look at it is, if we have him, at least the trade capital comes to us now instead of Jacksonville. So, if we give up a sixth and we end up moving him for, like I said, desperate times, and get like a third or fourth out of him, well, that's a win-win to me. It is what it is. Or even if it's move Flacco at that point, something. It, whatever.
Yeah, Flacco, the highest paid quarterback on his team. He about to be a third string quarterback. I mean, it's
Right.
like, I don't know, man. I can't call it. I don't know what's going on. It's like, now I'm seeing a whole lot on social media of Gardner Minshew going to be starting day one. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go again.
No, there's no way, bro. That would throw the chemistry all off. He doesn't know the playbook. He just got here. He has to learn everything. Everything Jalen Hurts just took 4 months to learn, he has to learn in 2 weeks. Nah, fuck that, man. That ain't gonna happen.
Right.
That's the dumbest move anyone could make. I mean, dude, you do that, no lie, people will be calling for Nick Sirianni's head day one.
I mean, if that call was to come down,
What are we guys talking about?
I think it'd be out of Sirianni hands. That's a Jeffrey
Yeah,
Lurie.
yeah. No, you're right. But still, the people would put it on Nick. It would still fall on him. Well, he was talking about how he didn't like the Minshew thing for the one reason is, now everyone's saying like Minshew's going to start over Hurts, and I said no, that's impossible. I said he'd have to sit there and learn everything Hurts just did in 4 months in 2 weeks. Not going to happen. I said, and two, it fucks with the chemistry. I said, if that happens, I said at that point Nick Sirianni's head becomes to be on a plate. Everybody's going to want his head. And he was saying about how, well, if that call happens, it's because it came from higher up. I said, yeah, well, that don't matter. In the end, it's all going to fall back on him.
Just like Doug. I agree with you.
Yeah, I agree.
Doug ain't want to put Jalen Hurts in. That was a higher power call.
So do you guys think that the Eagles would be willing to trade Flacco like right now that they got Minshew?
Who trading for Flacco though? If
No one's that desperate yet.
anything, they try to get Hurts and Minshew. They're not trying to get Flacco.
Right. Let's say. I mean, let's say somebody gets hurt. Right before the start of week one. I don't know if the Eagles would be willing to. Unless the trade, which would be overwhelmingly good, which it's not going to be for Flacco, obviously. Then
it's like
a mere fact of the learning curve for Minshew.
Well, it's like I told him while you were away. I said, the only thing I could see out of this is like, say Fitzmagic or Danny Fumbles goes down. Then you can sit there and be like, hey, I got Gardner Minshew over here, and you can kind of wave it in their face and maybe get like a third or fourth for them at desperate times, calls for desperate measure type deal. And then you win that trade for only giving up a six, you get like a third or fourth for them. But that's the only way that would even be a win, you know what I'm saying? But I would say they'd be more willing to take Minshew before they take Flacco, which I'd be okay with, if it's garnishing a third or fourth.
Oh yeah,
if you got Nick Muller's ass off this team, that's all I care about.
If you improve, that would be if you can get that for Minshew after we just got we just gave away basically a 6th round pick for him. It's a conditional 5th round possibly if he plays. I think it's 50% of 3 games or more this year. So, I mean, even then, you're still improving the draft quality of your stock. Of the picks that you got.
Now here's my question on that trade. Say that would happen, and we hypothetically have to trade him because that offer would come about. All right. Now, does that automatically just revert to an automatic 6th round pick, or does that 50% still count for the other team, or does that just count for us?
I think it's more the amount of time that he got to spend on the team for them to get a pick. So, say if he's active in, a certain amount of games, then they'll get that pick. So,
Well, no. He has to play 50% of 3 games
right.
for it to go from a 6th to a 5th. But that's what I'm saying. Do we lose that if we would trade him? Like, does he have to only play for us, or can it be any team? That's what I was asking.
I think there is. I'm pretty sure that's 3 or more games only with us.
Yeah.
Okay. So it would automatically revert to a 6th-round pick then, correct?
Yeah.
If we trade him.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like if we can get a 3rd or a 4th round, I mean, hell, that's a great turnaround. You know that you just flip that 6th into a 3rd or 4th round pick. That's a great job.
Yeah. Sure. Right.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah. So okay. So we all got us keeping 3 quarterbacks right now, obviously. So then on to running backs. Then obviously Miles Sanders is a lock. Even that he has struggled a little bit in preseason, we haven't seen a lot of them. Just in general in the games that we've played, but I think we're how many I got us keeping Sanders, Gainwell, Scott, and Howard, and then having Huntley on the practice squad, and maybe even bringing back Holyfield on the practice squad too.
I got us keeping. I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say 5.
Really?
I'm gonna say 5. Because I think Huntley sneaks in there just based off his special team play. He can play every special team. Kickoff, kick return, punt return, punt. He can be in on all of those. He's a good tackler when I see him out there on kickoff and stuff. So, I think he sneaks his way in on the roster somewhere because you can't. He has speed. Like dude got fire in his feet, man. You gotta find a way to get the ball in his hands. So I'm gonna go on a limb and say we keep 5.
All right, so you have us keeping Huntley then, the 4 and then Huntley.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Miles. It's gonna be Miles, Howard, Gainwell, Scott, and Huntley.
Okay. All right. AK, how many running backs do you think we're gonna have on the 53?
I like that.
And remember, guys, too that 3 spots are already taken because of Jake Elliott, because of Sippis, and because of our long snapper in Lovato. So we're down to basically 50 right now. And we've already done quarterbacks.
Is that counting Dickerson and McLeod today too?
Yeah, well, I have them in with. I added them back into the into the mix. I'm sure you guys did too, because obviously they're going to make the 53. If they got activated, there's the reason why they did. They want both of them on the active 53. What's going on, Vic?
What's going on, my guy?
Welcome to the show, my dude.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, I will say, I really like what Roth has. Sanders, Howard, Gainwell, Scott, Huntley. I was a strong believer from the get. We'll use Huntley on special teams. I believe he brings that Darren Sproles-esque type shit to our special teams because he is a small guy at 5'6". He is fast. So yeah, I see us really keeping a guy like that. So yeah, I'll go with 5.
Okay. Yeah. So Vic, we were already talking about quarterbacks a little bit. I'm sure you probably agree with us. We're keeping all 3 of them right now, obviously, and now we're on to running backs. How many running backs do you think we're going to keep?
I think we're going to keep. I don't know. I honestly believe. I think 3, but something tells me they might do 4. Huntley should be the 4th because he can play special teams. My 4 would be, of course, Sanders, Scott, Gainwell, and as I mentioned before, Huntley.
Okay. So you got Howard you have Howard being cut.
Yeah, like I said, there's no reason to keep 5 running backs on the team. Like I said, usually when you have your 5th and your 4th, those are like your special teams guys. They're contributing.
No, there is.
For who? For Howard?
Because we're going to be doing 2 halfback sets. You don't want to go in doing 2 halfback sets with only 3 halfbacks. What if one gets injured? Then you're only down to none.
But I'm saying, my thing is when you look at Gainwell, if he can develop, he can do a lot. You know what I mean? He's another Sanders on the field. Again, if he can develop.
So we gonna have all shifty dudes. We ain't gonna have no power.
Hey, but that's what it is.
Nah. We gonna like you gotta have that dude on your team that
Well,
you can.
the number two that we thought that was going to be power got cut. Kenyon Bonner, Johnson. Kenyon Johnson got cut. How quick?
I mean, he
He
got
got
hurt.
injured. Yeah, exactly. He got injured, and they weren't trying to wait around for it.
That's
So they
what I'm
already.
saying though. Like the whole point of having a running back by committee, you gotta have three different kind of backs. You don't want to have all of the same backs. It's pointless. Like
Well,
you gotta have that power and somebody that you could give it to on that 3rd and 5, that 3rd and 2 goal line situations. You can't really depend on a Gainwell and the Miles Sanders on that. They're smaller backs. You need
And
a
I would give you Howard being cut if Holyfield wasn't cut already.
that's another reason why I think Howard would be cut because the Holyfield already being gone.
Well, think about it this way too.
Well, that's the way you think about it. Him the one is the only one being on the roster because he's the only power back left.
But
So
how
look
much
at
have
it
you
that
seen?
way.
How much have you seen of Howard other than a block and a couple of good runs?
Bro,
Have you
he's a
seen?
power back. I mean, I
Well,
watched him 3 years in Chicago.
Again, we don't see what's in practice. So if that's the case, he must be doing a lot of practice.
but think of it this way. Think of it this way, guys. If we cut Howard, what teams really are? There's nobody really going to come after him. He already admitted that there wasn't any teams interested in him before we signed him. So we can cut him and possibly move some other people around, either up to the practice squad or maybe if some guys are banged up short term, maybe the short term IR, things like that, and then bring him back after cuts are made because nobody's gonna swoop up Jordan Howard more than likely. I don't think they
Yeah,
are.
but I
And
feel if you were going to do something like that, you would have done that already instead of Holyfield. You know what I'm saying? You would have at least kept Holyfield then. Because if no one's going to take Howard, then you can easily cut Howard. He can chill there, and then you just pick him up later. But the fact that they let Holyfield go first only shows me that what I'm saying. Like,
I have a question. Do you
there,
think that they're going to announce like a lot of late night cuts, just like 12
I
o'clock?
hope so. That'd be awesome.
Because
that would
let's
be
be honest, like nothing's been done. There was what was it? Michael Jaquette was released. That was about it. He
yeah.
got cut. Other
So
than that,
so
how many we have left?
they're down to 74 now, right? Because they were at
Yeah,
75.
yeah.
Yeah, so Michael
that's,
Jacob's gone.
that's a lot of cuts to announce in one day.
No, I think they're going. I think they're going. Yeah, they're gonna have to start.
That's a valid point Jock brings
Yeah,
up
it's
right
bothering.
there.
It's bothering as hell. Cause they're gonna have to start working on it now for real. Man, we probably see a couple other people over the time we on this live get cut. You never know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, well, definitely keep your phones handy. Definitely, if you're not already on them. I mean, I have.
Jock makes up a valid point right there, man. Fucking the Rams should pick up Howard. They need halfbacks because after their guy got injured,
Yeah, Cam
Yeah.
Akers
Rams
went
could
down,
use
right?
him.
But the thing is, I heard they're really happy with Sony Michelle.
Okay, Anthony Allen said it's just reported Huntley and Holyfield will be on the practice squad projected.
So look at that. So Huntley's
That
out the question.
that
So
makes sense.
yeah, but my thing was Huntley plays better for special teams. What does Howard give you other than being a power back for a third down?
To me, that says Howard's making the team and they're keeping 4.
Yeah, but Howard gotta make the team
Yeah,
now.
But
because
again,
Huntley isn't even cut yet. So if Huntley's getting cut here very shortly, that means Howard makes it.
Yeah, I would make.
Hands down.
I felt like he was gonna make it from the first preseason game where they had him rolling into the game at. So maybe they really didn't show him too much because of. I mean, your power back. You don't want to put that much beating on them in the preseason.
That's
So,
what I actually.
Didn't they just give him a contract extension too?
yeah.
I have it written down. I have it written down that I have Huntley and Holyfield projected as the practice squad running backs. I
That's
have it
cool.
written down right in front of me. Actually, that is that. Thank you, Anthony Allen. Appreciate you definitely with the that insight there on the practice squad projection there, because that But yeah, like you said, the Rams could definitely use Jordan Howard, but I don't think he's gonna get cut.
I think we keeping him. It's smart to keep him. Right?
You see his pass blocking ability. He blasted that dude. He could pass block like a motherfucker, dude. He's a very, very good pass blocking running back.
You gotta think about it too. And that coach stable of back, they had every kind of back. So they had Jonathan Taylor, he was the bruiser. Then you throw in a Naeem Hines.
Yeah.
Man, Mac went down, but he was a versatile back. He could catch out the backfield, block. He was a north south runner. So us keeping off shifty backs, I don't think it's smart. You gotta have somebody that you could just hand the rock off to and just let him go. Yeah.
I promise you, bro, Howard is not going to disappoint you.
Yeah, I have us having 4 active running backs on the active 53. So yeah,
Isn't there only 4 left at the moment?
Well, yeah, I mean, if
there's only 4.
Yeah, there is definitely, and that's it. But like you said, they could. I mean, possibly only keep 3, but I think they'll keep 4. I do.
And bro, no lie. Imagine Hurts and shotgun with Howard on his left and Miles on his right. That's fucking dirty. I don't care who you are.
Or with Gainwell on one side and
Miles. With Gainwell on one side, yeah, that's fucking dirty, bro. Like I don't care.
The best thing about Gainwell is you can split him out there. The best thing about Gainwell is you can split him out in the slot. You can motion him. You get him back up against a linebacker or a safety. That's gonna be murder.
Yeah, I think so too. And we've only begun to see what this kid can do because, like I said, he didn't play all last year because of he opted out because of COVID. So I think he's still getting back into football rhythm, into football shape in totality, and with his body and his mind. So yeah, I think we're going to see big things out of Gainwell this year.
Let's not forget about Boston Scott.
Absolutely.
Can't forget about him.
Absolutely. Boston Scott shook that dude out of his shoes in New York in that last preseason game. That was a run down the sideline. He's definitely he's a New York killer, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Kerryon Johnson, man. This dude cannot stay healthy, bro. He's a great back when he's in the game, but he just cannot stay healthy, man. That's crazy.
Hey, I got one real quick question before we move on here. I just want to get everyone's opinion. It's a very quick question. Out of all the halfbacks we've had here over the last couple of years, who's the one you wish we didn't give up on?
Shady,
yeah.
No. I mean, like the last 4 years.
Josh Adams. Yeah.
Thank you. Yep. Thank you.
Josh Adams could have been a great back for us, man. We gave up.
Yes. But I agree with you too. We let go of Blunt 1 year too soon. We should have kept him that second year as well. Yeah, I agree with that.
I feel like on some real, him and Miles Sanders right now, they would have been a great compliment to each other.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but you got to think too. He's still on the Jets team fighting for a spot against third stringers when we saw him playing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so we let him go for a good reason.
I don't understand why though. He runs hard. He's like
it was just he got injured.
He's old.
Yeah, he's
no. Yeah, is he? Is he getting older?
He's like 34, isn't he?
The Garrett?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Garrett Blunt,
No.
32, 33.
Blunt.
And that Blunt's getting short. It's getting it's burning. It's it's coming into stingers like Wiz Khalifa says.
But isn't he that old? Isn't he in his 30s?
No, I'm pretty sure he is.
Garrett Blunt.
LeGarrette Blunt.
Yeah, LeGarrette Blunt been in the league.
Yeah, he's like 32, right?
Yeah, he came in like 2010, I think, or something like that.
He's 34. He'll be 35 in December.
Oh, this Blunt is really good. It's giving me knowledge. Look at that.
He's about to clip right now.
Right. All right, so tight ends. Rock, what do you think about tight ends? How many you got us keeping? And obviously, I think Tyree Jackson is going to IR, so he's stashed away there. What do you think, Rock? How many we keeping besides that?
I mean, if you put it that way, I still think we keep 4. We keep
Tight
4.
ends?
We keep Richard Rodgers. Zach Ertz, Dallas Goddard, and
Stall?
yeah, Stall. Because you can play Stall in a couple different places, unless they're gonna like label him as a fullback, and you can put him right there. Then we keep 3. But if you gonna keep Stall at tight end, then yeah, we're gonna keep 4.
Okay. I think Stoll might probably be on the practice squad, but all right, I'll put you down for definitely at 4 tight ends. Okay. So AK Eagles, what do you think? Tight end wise.
I think it's gonna be 3. I think it's gonna be Ertz, Goddard, Rogers. Skull will go to the practice squad for 1 year. But you'll have to. Tyreek will be on the IR.
Yeah, I don't they're not cutting Jackson. There's no way.
No.
There's no way. To me, that injury that with Richard Rodgers being on the roster too, the injury may have helped him, may have helped us in a way, just saving him and stashing him away on the roster, on the IR. So,
Yeah.
things do happen for a reason. But Vic, what do you think about the tight end position?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned Richard Rodgers.
Right.
I just kept on hearing a lot today that there's a possibility we just might move on from him. So that leaves it up in the air. Like, I think there'll be 3. My ideal 3 would be Goddard, Ertz, and Rodgers. But yeah, if they move on from him or trade him or whatever it is that they're thinking of doing with him, that I think that'd be Stall. Even though we haven't even seen much of Stall, which is crazy because he's
Right.
supposedly a fullback we haven't seen play fullback.
Yeah.
And I think their intention probably was to move on from Rodgers and keep Jackson because he performed so well. But that injury probably messed things up.
Yeah.
But I honestly am taking 3 at the moment. I can't see 4.
Got you. Yeah, I'm with you. I have us taking 3. And the active 53. I think it's going to be Goddard, Ertz, and Rodgers, and then with Stoll on the practice squad. So, yeah, that's my tight ends. I think I think Ertz and Goddard are definitely going to split a lot of snaps, especially early on in the season. And if because I think the Eagles are going to want to give Ertz a fair amount of time to hopefully put up some decent numbers. Maybe increase his trade value if someone comes a calling for a tight end. But yeah, I have us taking 3, keeping 3 tight ends on the active 53.
That's a hot take right there, though. You think Zach Ertz is going by the trade deadline?
I think there's a good possibility, definitely. Yeah.
Well, my thing is that the Colts were the most likely team, and now they're pretty much out of it. They don't need a tight end. You mean like the line is pretty much depleted now with 2 of their starters out because of a foot injury, if I'm not mistaken, or a knee injury. Their left tackle Fisher's out. Their center's out. Their guard is out. Their wide receiver, I think, is injured. Carson's on COVID list. Like, that whole team's in shambles before the season even starts. I don't even know if it's worth for them to make a move.
Yeah,
right.
T.Y. Hilton got a neck injury, so
like they seem dead in the water.
Yeah, no, I agree with you about the Colts, but any other team, their tight end could go down and they could come as calling for Zach Ertz. I mean, that could easily happen very early in the season.
I feel like Zach Ertz would have been a good fit in Pittsburgh. I think Zach Ertz would have been a good fit in Pittsburgh, man.
Any tight end would be a good fit in Pittsburgh. Let's be honest. But my thing, I thought again, Arizona and Buffalo. Arizona and Buffalo were the 2 logical spots.
Put him in Green Bay. It'd be
They got Bob Tunyon.
Yeah,
put him in Green Bay.
Green Bay would be a good fit. Yeah, Baltimore would be good in Baltimore. They tight end friendly. That's all they do is go to the tight ends.
They got a lot now.
Yeah.
That's why I said Arizona or Buffalo. Buffalo doesn't have a tight end, one that's that good, and Arizona doesn't have any at all.
Okay. So, AK Eagles, we'll switch we'll reverse it. We're gonna play Uno for a second. And how many wide receivers you got us taking? And obviously, I think we all agree on the top 3. So, who would your remaining be? And we're talking wide receivers now.
Uh, I will say 5 and Ward and Fulgham.
Ward and Fulgham. Okay, you got us taking 5. All right. All right. So then you have J-Jaw and Hightower just being
Hightower out.
practice squad or just being plainly cut.
I don't know. Hightower. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hard to say.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm on the same page with you about him. You know, he's a kind of a wild card right now. We don't know really about Hightower, but Vic, what do you think about our wide receiver group? How many are we going to keep, and who is it going to be?
I think we keep 6. Of course, you have the obvious 3 of Smith, Rager, and Watkins.
Right.
Back end, again, sorry, AK, I think JJ ends up making it. Hightower, and I don't know if Fulgham makes the team. Like I said, he's my odd man out. I mean, that's the only guy. I keep Ward in. I'll take Fulgham out.
Okay, so you got 6. So you got the 3, and then you got Ward, Whiteside, and Hightower.
Yeah, because if you put, let's be honest, if you put Hightower trade to waivers, he's not going to make it.
Got you.
Someone's going to pick him up.
Well, they've been playing him a lot on special teams too. You know, at kick return, so he has some special teams value to them.
So finding him a role.
Yeah, we'll see. Definitely, it's going to be interesting. Rock, what do you think about our wide receivers? How many we keep?
I agree with Vic. I think we keep 6. It's going to be Devontae Smith, Rager, Quaz, Greg Ward, Hightower, and JJ. I think we keep all of them. Y'all gotta still factor in injuries during the season. It's like you get an injury during the season, now what you gonna do? Go trade, get somebody else practice squad. You let those guys go. Now you fishing if a Devontae Smith go down, if a Rager go down, if a Quez go down. I mean, it's a long season. So I would keep 6.
Well, we're just talking about the 53-man roster, though. We're not saying they won't make the practice squad.
I mean,
right?
You really put JJ
on
the practice squad again? It's like you gonna be. I mean, you had him on the roster the last 3 years. Put him on the practice squad. You're gonna keep beating that drum. It's like I don't see them practice squad in JJ. They gonna even try to. They gonna keep him on the roster, or they gonna try to get a trade for him. But either way, I think they keep 6.
Okay. Yeah, I have us keeping 5. Of course, like we said, the top 3 are young gunners in Smith, Rieger, and Watkins, and then I have Greg Ward Jr. and JJ making the roster as well. I think Andre Patton and possibly John Hightower will make the practice squad. I think that, like I said in my video earlier today, as much as we may not like it, Howie, until he's done being a GM, I think he's going to have a little bit of influence on higher draft picks and when and if they make, the cut and things like that when it comes to these final roster cuts. But yeah, I think JJ makes this roster, and I think they give him at least one more year to see if he can kind of come out of that umbrella, no pun intended.
Like Vic said, I don't think Hightower gonna clear waivers. Somebody gonna pick him up. Somebody gonna pick him up. He got too much talent to be on somebody's practice squad. So it's like, I don't know.
We'll see. Definitely.
Remember whenever I told you guys a couple weeks ago that he don't love the game, he just has no will to play, he just doesn't like to play, and that came out to be true. Like you're only going to go as much as you want to go, and if your love for the game isn't there, how high are you going to go? You're not going to
Hold
go
on.
very high because you don't care.
That's true. I
Yeah.
don't feel like, but to me, be honest, I don't feel like he don't love the game. It's just, some people, you come from being a man your whole life to now you sitting behind receivers you feel like you better than. So it's like, I don't think he lost the love for the game. I feel like he just in his feelings right now. Man, he in his feelings right now. Mind you, Hightower started from the gun bus. From the gun bus last year, he started.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, damn, like I went from this to this that fast. Some people can't handle adversity like that. So I don't feel like he don't love the game. I feel like he probably just need a new scenery. Who knows, man?
Yeah.
My thing is, this is his second season. So you can't really give up on someone in the second season, especially when they were the ones out of all the rookies that started before anyone. So that means they put trust in him. I mean, they showed some promise. This season and preseason, even though he hasn't been one of the biggest names, he's still one of the guys you see on the field making plays.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're saying before, in camp, they're moving around to special teams. Fulgham, again, that's a player that we haven't heard do anything, whether it be on the field or practice. Again, we're not there to see everything in practice, but nothing has been said about him in practice. That's what leads me to believe, especially, like I said, and I've been saying it from the beginning, the onset, when that interview came out with Aaron Moorhead talking about Fulgham's drive, that tells you everything about him right there. If he's not willing to put himself on the field, and this is what, his fifth opportunity, you can't put too much stock into him then.
That's somebody right there, AK, that don't love the game. You get me? He got every opportunity in the world. Fulgham was slated as a starter from the beginning of the season. He worked his way to the fourth wide receiver. So it's like,
Oh, dude, I'm the first one to call him out on this shit. I do it all the time I talk about him. My whole
I think
thing
he
is,
feels
though,
himself too
we've
much.
all seen the potential in Fulgham. It only takes a special person to get it out of him. And that's the thing. If you give up on him, just find the person that he can connect with that can bring it out of him because the talent is there. You just have to figure out a way to tap into it. And that's his problem right now. No one's figured out a way to tap into it and to get to him. Well, just don't give up on him then. Find somebody who will. There's somebody out there who can get to this kid. Just are you
Yeah,
going
but
to
this
take
is
the
the
time to do it?
NFL. This is the NFL.
but
You don't get five or
you
six
can't say
opportunities
that.
to
You
figure
can't
yourself
say that
out.
about Hightower and then say that about Fulgham. They're both talented players. It's like they're both talented players. I'll give Hightower the edge more because he actually can. He actually was rookie. His last year, he was separating from dudes. He just was dropping the football. It's like that's a
Yeah,
handstand.
yeah, but that's the thing though. Fulgham plays like he doesn't love the game. Hightower has verbally came out and said he doesn't love it. That's the
Yeah,
difference we're talking. You're talking about somebody verbally saying that they don't love the game, and then you also have someone who just isn't showing that he loves to play it. But just because he's being lazy doesn't mean he doesn't love the game. That just means he takes his talent for more than what it truly is. He
yeah,
thinks
but
he's more
Fulgham seems like
talented than what he is, so he doesn't try as hard. He relies
exactly. He
more on
seems
his
like
talent. But that has
he
nothing
seems
to
like
do
he's
with heart.
full of himself. But yeah, that's what you don't
Yeah, but
want. You
that
don't
has
want
nothing to
someone
do
full
with
of
heart.
himself.
But
Yeah,
that's
but
what you don't want, though. AK.
anything he
You don't
does
want a
good, all
dude
he's
that
gonna
think
do
he's
is
better than he is.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, but that has nothing to do with heart though. You can still love the game and just overhype yourself. That's my point.
Yeah, but produce first, then show out. Then show you. You know what I'm saying? Then brag
Exactly.
about it. You gotta
I
produce
never
first.
said that he doesn't have flaws. Of course, this guy has flaws.
But the
But
thing is,
that's what
he's
I'm
not
saying. Though.
producing. That's what I'm
Correct
talking
them.
about.
Get his head on right. That's my point. You can get a man's head on right.
but look though, AK. How much motivation do this dude need? He was hopping practice squads at first.
Hmm?
He was how much
Yeah, and he
more
also came.
motivation?
Yeah, and he also came out and for 5 weeks straight dominated the NFL, and then got jerked out for a guy that was 32 years old making $20 million, and that's the only reason why he wasn't playing. It was over money.
And
So
then
yeah, I'd
Nah,
kind of be like, "Fuck you too" at that point.
it wasn't money
You take
though.
it the same way
took his
anyone else
ball and went
would.
home. He took his
It
ball and went
wasn't.
home after that. So
Nah, but it wasn't money like that though. You're getting it all wrong because again, yeah, Jeffries came back from injury. Of course, he was the guy. They're paying him, but it wasn't the sole factor. He didn't do enough to beat Jeffries to show the coaches that he should be on the field instead of Jeffries. Jeffries was trusted more than what Fulgham is. Again, we're in the offseason after he had those 5 games. He couldn't get himself back to the starting lineup. Now we're in the preseason where you basically have a clean slate with a new coaching staff, and he still can't do it. Gotta go. Gotta go. Like, wait, Mike
Bro,
Singletary said what? Can't win with him? Can't play with him?
5 weeks he played and he dominated, and then they benched him after that as soon as Alshon was cleared and
That
came
is
back.
himself.
That
It
is
is himself.
why he gave up.
But
Travis
He was
Fulgham put
literally
himself on the
benched
bench.
when Alshon came back. I remember because I was like, why the fuck are we doing that?
but
You don't bench somebody who's producing for somebody who's just making money. We all knew Alshon was washed at that point.
no,
Hell, he
I
hasn't played.
like
He didn't
Fulgham,
play
bro.
for a year and a half.
I like Fulgham, bro. But even though the 2 games before Alshon even came back, he faded. So it's like, dude was dropping easy passes. Remember that New York game? That New York game? Fulgham played like trash in that game. The next game he played like trash. Then Alshon came back. So it's kind of more leaning towards what Vic said. Dude got full of himself. They had to bring him back down to reality. I mean, that's football. That's football, man. People gonna have stretches. It's just how you got to stack days up. They around the dude more in practice than we is. He out there bullshitting. You're not gonna put him on the field. All
And you
right?
got to look at it too is that you have 2 second-year-old JJ's what a third-year player. They're younger. Fulgham isn't. If he's not going to put the effort in, and they are, that goes a long way too. Effort goes a long fucking way in the NFL. If you're not going to show it, no coach is going to keep you on the roster. They're not going to want you around because all that's going to do. What happens when the other players see that, especially younger players? They're going to feed off that. They're going to do the same
Well,
thing.
we'll know
No
here
coach-
soon. We'll know here soon.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, we definitely will. Very
I'm
soon.
waiting. And it's crazy. Like I keep on looking up. Like I'm waiting for something to drop soon.
It's gonna. They're gonna. I think they're gonna have to, like you said, it's too much to do all at once. So they have to do it. I think they're gonna start doing it little by little. And yeah. So we talked about we talked about wide receivers.
But hold on, before we jump,
Yeah.
Quez threw a monkey wrench in everything this year. When it comes to like the wide receiver position, Quez threw a monkey wrench and all that. Fulgham, he definitely got comfortable. Oh, I'm gonna be a starter this year. Then Quez came and started kicking that ass, and then dudes just dropped their head. I mean,
Raker kind of threw a wrench in it as well, if you think about it, as too. Because none of us were expecting him to come out and look this good this year. So, I mean, this is what it is.
But Rager slayed me more as like a practice player. I mean, all that shit they be talking about at practice, he don't do none of that in the game. Like,
We'll find. I hope it translates. That's all I gotta say. I hope it translates.
I do too. I hope it translates to the field because dude, he was looking like a Hall of Famer in practice.
You know what I
He
think it
Dude,
is
he
for
could
him,
barely
man.
separate. I mean,
He was
so,
out
I
there
think
today.
he gets starstruck, or either that or stage fright. Like no lie, when those lights goes on and he walks out there, bro, I think he almost like a deer in the headlight type shit. You know what I mean?
I call Rager what we used to call dudes when I played high school. He an all-pub practice player. Like, he an all-pub. He'll give you everything at practice. One hand catches, running people over. As soon as the lights come on, or like even in basketball, as soon as you get under the whistle, you're a whole different player. So I don't know, man. He got to show me something this year. I don't know. I'm not bigging up Rigger at all. I mean, he
It's
got
like
to
how
show
they
me
say.
something.
It's like how they say when you're playing 7-on-7 is way different, or 1-on-1s is way different than 11-on-11.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Facts. Definitely. Yeah.
Well,
So
let's hope that Rager can do his thing because again, like we are counting on him. We're
Yeah.
counting on these 3 receivers. Like that's our whole season right there. These 3 young guys.
It
We're
is.
depending a lot on them.
It
And the
is.
thing that's the thing too. They're raw. Let's be honest. Who has the most experience out of the 3? Rager?
Yeah. It is. It's
Can't count
Rager,
Devontae
yeah.
Smith. You know what I mean? That's all college.
It's
So
Rager, yeah.
our most experienced guy is the guy we're talking about with the most apprehension.
that's one of the main reasons why I think Greg Ward isn't getting cut, because if you cut him and you cut
Exactly. I was just about to say that.
you have
And JJ.
you have no veteran leadership at all. You have none. So yeah, I don't think Greg Ward's getting cut at all. I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
It would be a mistake.
You gotta keep Greg Ward. You got to. He got the most experience on this out of the wide receivers. So you gotta keep him.
So as far as offensive tackles making the final 53, how many of you guys got? We could obviously Jordan Mailata's a lock at the left tackle spot. I think we all agree that. And we know Lane Johnson's our lock on the right side. How many other tackles do you guys have us keeping? AK, I'll let you go first.
I got 2 more, man. Unfortunately, for right now, he's on the team. So Dillard will be Mailata's backup. Driscoll will be Johnson's.
Okay. So you have us keeping 4 total tackles. All right.
4 tackles.
Yep. All right. Vic, what do you think about the tackles?
Just the tackle position, just alone, left and right. Let me see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 5.
Okay. Who's your 5th one?
I got Mailata, Johnson, Driscoll, Toth, and LaRaven Clark.
Yeah.
Say that 10 times fast. Come on.
Yeah.
Right.
I gotta go the same as Vic, man. I think LaRaven Clark makes this team, so I'm going with 5. Mailata, Dillard, Driscoll, Lane. Oh, we going left? Like, how are we doing it? Or just tackles period?
No, we're doing all tackles.
Yeah.
Tackles period, right?
Yeah.
I think we keep 5. Yeah. I add LaRaven Clark into that. So yeah, we keep 5. We gotta keep 5, man. Like the way our history been going, like we can't keep a tackle on the field to save our life. So it's like you gotta have solid tackles there. So we gotta keep 5.
Got you. All right.
Well,
no, go ahead, Vic.
I was gonna say Brett Toth, he plays the right side, correct? He can play the right side. I'm not saying that he does. He has the flexibility to play the right side.
You can play both.
We only got 2 left tackles, 2 right tackles. We need one guy who could play both, and that's the guy right there.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
In fact, I changed my answer. I say we keep 6 because you add Toth in there, and then you also add
LaRaven Clark.
Yeah, so it'll be Johnson, it'll be Mailata, Dillard, Driscoll, Tooth. That's 6.
We're keeping 6 on the
and LaRaven Clark.
Because a couple of those dudes can slide in the guard and all that. So it's like,
yeah.
I mean, that'd be a plus too.
Got you.
Man, it would have been easier just to name the whole offensive line that stays.
Yeah, for real. Because they all play different positions. No matter what they labeled as, they can play anything. Like I feel like Dillard can slide in the guard because it ain't that much space. I feel like Dillard do bad in space. That's what it is. Like when it comes to the edge rushers, but I think he can mix it up in there at guard.
Okay, so I have us keeping 4 tackles on the active roster, and then having 3 of them on the practice squad. Actually, no, 2 of them on the practice squad. So Mailata, and then Dillard will be his backup. Johnson will have Driscoll as his backup, and then Toth and LaRaven Clark, I think, will be on the practice squad. That's my tackles right there.
You can put how many years you gotta be in the league to not be eligible for the practice squad? Or it don't work like that.
I honestly don't know.
I think anyone can be on the practice squad.
Anybody could be on there. I thought it was like after a certain amount of years you couldn't be on the practice squad, but I mean, I don't know.
Because I mean, you think about it, Pryor, he's been on the practice squad, and how long has he been in?
Right.
Pryor only been here like what, 3 years?
He's been here for a minute.
He's been in the league a minute.
Yeah. He's like 27, 28.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, he's been on the practice squad more times than he's been on active rosters. That's for sure.
His arms are what hold him back. His tiny little arms.
Right.
He's
He
got
be
those.
getting cooked.
His Matthew McConaughey arms.
You know who he reminds me of, and I don't remember his name, but the Atlanta Falcons wasted a first-round draft pick on a left tackle. I want to say
Jake
he was out of
Matthews.
Texas A&M. Was it Jake Matthews with those small arms?
Yeah,
And he
Jake
couldn't do
Matthews.
anything.
Yeah.
Couldn't do anything. Had to leave after third year.
Jake Matthews was getting bodied. He could not hold up at that tackle spot. They had to slide him in the guard. He was getting cooked at guard. I was like, oh my God.
Listen, there are measurables for a reason.
They saying that the Giants first draft pick, he been getting his ass bust out there too.
Yeah, so far the Giants are a calamity. Yeah, this whole offseason is ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Yo, man, I was on a Giants stream earlier today. No lie, bro. Like, after last night's performance, bro, they are hitting the panic button, like, now. Already. Straight up. Like, no lie, dude. There was a couple of them like, our line is shit. We're fucked. And I'm like, bro, now you welcome to our scenario last year. I was like, welcome. Now you know how we fucking felt. You know, I was like, but guess what? It gets fucking better. I said, here I am, an Eagle fan, telling you guys to relax. It all gets better. Fuck you for making me do that. You know, like, I could sympathize for him, though. You know what I mean? Like, that sucks knowing that for once it's like, no matter who you put in the backfield, no matter what wide receivers you have, when your line is shitty, you're fucked.
They talking about Saquon might not be there till like at least week 5. Oh my God, damn.
Hey, did you hear? What do you think that if they would offer those two linemen who retired a bigger contract to come back?
Oh, they give up the moon for him right now.
Come on, man. Like, yeah, like that. Let's be serious. That team's dropping off like flies.
Yeah.
They still got 2 weeks to go. You still got 2 weeks to worry about if your team's gonna stay healthy. That got to be the mindset.
Didn't you hear why Eli Manning came back? He came back to make sure that he could get his job back.
Hey,
he's going to become the backup to Daniel Jones at like week 3 or 4. Watch, I promise.
That'd be crazy,
right? Wouldn't it? Like, all right, this dude sucks. I'll take over here for a minute.
Eli probably look like at this point. Eli probably look like he running in quicksand.
Yeah, no lie. He'd look at the owner and be like, "Bro, how much worse can it get? Like, just throw me in, see what happens. I don't know."
Right? It can't get much worse.
Right?
Trip on my own shoes.
I would love it. Bring him in.
Right?
Play.
Offensive guard.
That's an easy dub right there.
At halftime, Eli's going to go in and put on Daniel Jones's jersey and pads and shit, come out, and he'll look like a stud after the game, takes off the helmet, be like, I'm back, baby!
Yeah, I can see that happening. Well, offensive guard, how many guys have us keeping? I have us keeping 4. I have us keeping Sayamalo, Dickerson, Brooks, and unfortunately Matt Pryor. I think he's going to make the roster. What do you think about that, Rock?
Nate Herbig's off? You got him in the win?
Yeah, you gotta have Herbig, my guy.
I'm gonna say
Herbig's listed at, he's been backing up Kelsey.
Nah,
that's not going to be backup. They want him to rotate there sometimes. They want him as an
So who's our backup center then?
Landon Dickerson.
Okay.
No.
Well, either way, you could swap. I mean, I have them both. I have them both making the team, so you could swap them either way.
Well, he's allowed to practice now, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's healthy.
He's activated. Yep.
Second round draft pick to be a center. He's the backup.
Well. That's the thing, though, man. I honestly think you heard Howie say he didn't draft him to sit him. He's not redshirting this year, which means this kid's going to play. All right, and the only thing I can tell you is Sayamalu, get ready to be a backup at least this year until he can slide in the center. Dickerson's probably going to take left guard.
Nah,
just this year until Kelsey's ready.
He's going to ride the pine for a little bit. Dickerson gonna ride the pine for a little bit. That's it,
Oh
Molly.
yeah, but I'm saying like 3 or 4, week 3, 4 or 5, you'll probably see Dickerson step in. He
I
ain't
think
sitting
I
long,
got
bro.
us only getting Dickerson in there if somebody go down. They gonna activate him though, but it's still gonna be like a red shirt season for him.
Howie already said he ain't doing that. Howie
I would say a
already
lot
said
of
he ain't
stuff
doing it.
though.
I would say, yeah, I would just say a lot of stuff.
You say a lot of stuff.
I understand that, but that's a pretty big statement to make, man.
You can't just like I don't got them putting Dickerson in unless somebody go down. He's gonna be active every week though. But if somebody go down, because first of all, they gotta see how he is football wise first. Man. So I feel like I'd say Malu the surest to put right there. Man. He's sure as to put right there, but if it's a major injury or somebody gotta go down for a while, Dickerson gonna get in. But yeah, I think we keep 4-2.
Okay, Rock's down for 4 defensive guards. All right, Vic, what do you think? AK Eagles.
Yeah, man. I got Sayamalu, Herbig, Brooks, and then who is the fourth one?
Matt Pryor, the undrafted
Or
PH,
Pryor.
Owasika. I think Owasika might probably make the practice squad. All right, so you're 4. All right, Vic,
The rest will be practice.
got you? How many guard offensive guards do you think we're going to keep, Vic?
Well, if we have Herbig at center, then I'd say 5 also because, well, yeah, I'm gonna say 5 because you keep Seramalu, Opeta, you got Herbig. Oh, well, I'll just say Herbig at center. So you got Pryor, Brooks, and then you got that's it because you're gonna keep Dickerson at center. So yeah, you keep 4 then I guess.
Well, where are you throwing Dickerson? Are you throwing him at third string center then?
Yeah, because Herbig's a hybrid. He can go either a guard or center. I think they leave him at guard just to leave him in that position.
I
So we can
think
keep 4.
Dickerson from the rip gun bus. I think Dickerson gonna be a guard. He's gonna be a guard from the
They're
gun
going to
bus.
wherever they need him.
Yeah, he's gonna
You
be a
think they're gonna
guard.
use him like Quentin Nelson,
Yeah, he's gonna be a guard. And probably if Kelsey decide to hang it up,
right?
then he gonna
Don't
slide
you
into
feel that?
that center role.
Don't you feel like that's the kind of the way it's going? Because a lot of people are saying, yeah, he's the backup, but they're also keeping options open with Sam Malo. Then you have Herbig, but then how AK was just saying, how he's talking about he wants him playing.
Yeah, I
He's a
feel
big
like
guy. His size is equal with Nelson. So I wonder if that's what I'm saying, that's the thought. Like everyone's saying, if he's at guard, maybe that's the thought also.
Hey, man, this is the one way I look at it. Okay, you have Kelsey who is 6'2". He's a mobile guy. Herbig, I believe, is 6'2" or 6'3". And you got Dickerson who's 6'7". All right, if Hertz is going to be taking all these snaps from Kels all this year, and he took the ones from last year, he's used to a 6'2" quarterback. When you sit there and you switch a 6'2" or a 6'2" a 6'2" center from a 6'2" to a 6'7", that's a huge freaking difference on how to take a snap as a quarterback.
but that's what
Whether you
practice
believe it
for.
or not. So that's why I believe, they're playing with Herbig at center because he is more of a Kelsey size. And dude, yeah, we might have drafted him as a center, but remember, he said I can play anywhere. I would not be amazed if you watch Dickerson go to left guard and you put the 2, 6, 7 guys right next to each other.
I'm
Because that
saying
right there, dude, when you put Mailata and Dickerson next to each other, ain't nobody touching this kid. No
Yeah,
one.
but I
There's
honestly
not
don't
a
think
single
they're
solitary
keeping
person.
that guard. If he's at guard, that's for his rookie season. But he's Cleese's replacement. Even though
Yeah,
you're
he
saying
gonna
That's
he's
what
be
I
a
mean.
center.
No,
But
that's what I mean. For
okay,
this
yeah,
year.
yeah.
no, he
Yeah,
is.
because that was Hurts. That was his guy. I mean, like he played him before, so it's not like
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's unnatural to him.
and you
Right.
gotta think about it. He used
We
to
might actually
champion
have
of those
a
size dudes. He had Tua under center with him. Tua like that, like around that height. Hurts. So that 6'7" don't mean nothing. He's been doing that for years, snapping to those smaller.
No. I'm saying for this year. I'm saying for this year.
Oh no, yeah,
If they put Mailata and they put Dickerson next to each other, that's completely untouchable at that point.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm just looking at longevity for Jalen Hurts. You know, I'm looking at my quarterback and looking at how can I protect him the most. And you know what? I'm sorry, but Dickerson is way better than fucking Sayamalu when it comes to physical strength and all that shit. And if that's what it takes to save Jalen Hurts, then that's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
But what's it say? I'm rated like one of the best guards. Maybe what last year?
I don't know, man. He's our weakest part of the whole line.
But did they do like an ESPN cover where they were all naked and then Sayamalu was rated like one of the highest? My thing
I
is
have
how
no
did he fall from grace?
I mean,
He
Sam
fell from
Martin's
grace
not
so
no
fast.
scrub though. He
Yeah,
definitely
that's what I mean. Like he fell from grace too fast. I think a lot of people are shortchanging him.
You
Is
know
it?
what that is?
He's
That's Philly though. That's
What?
Philly though.
I mean, do you think it's the point that our line is just so fucking good because he's just mediocre that just stands out?
No, because
is
even
it,
when the line went down, he still was doing his thing.
Sayamalu's he's a way better run blocker than a pass blocker, isn't he? Isn't that his
Yeah,
the
yeah.
downfall
Well,
pass blocking, right?
I'll just I'll just say this for the past what was it 2 years? He was with a right side that's pretty much Hall of Fame. We could all agree. He had a
Mm-hmm.
left
Yes.
tackle, Jason Peter, who was Hall of Fame. So he has 3 Hall of Famers next to him. Of course, out of that, he might look like the worst.
Of course,
That's
yeah,
exactly what I'm saying. So is that just the point that?
the weakest link.
Yeah. So is
Yeah,
that just the point? He just is so he's actually really good, but because you have three dudes like that, it's just like you
I
don't see
mean,
him as much.
I feel like we just overlook him. That's what it is.
Yeah,
We overlook
that's
him
my point.
because he's a solid guard. I mean, he could get the job done, but we see a shiny new tool in Dickerson. That's how I go in Philly. I mean, that's how I go in Philly. Just like what's his name? The one that went to the Chiefs.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. I would have rather kept Big V over fucking Sayamalu.
I mean, Big V was a tackle though.
Yeah.
Big V was a
Well, he
tackle.
played guard though too,
You
didn't
couldn't
he?
put Big V nowhere else, and he would have succeeded. All he could play was tackle.
listen, we have not lost on the biggest left tackle until we talk about Villanueva for the
Oh
Ravens.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
That is,
yeah.
yo, Chip Kelly saw him, and he had the mind. He looks like a football player, could play. He put him on the defensive line. He couldn't do anything and never thought, let me just try him at offense.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh does it. First year he does it in training camp, he becomes the starting left tackle. And he held it down for what, 3-4 seasons? And then still gets a good deal with the Ravens.
Uh-huh.
And that's a loss right there. That's a big loss.
Thank you, Paul. At least I don't feel as crazy anymore.
No, you
Appreciate
don't.
you,
I
man.
was saying that too. I've been saying that's a mean left side of that line. If you put those two together, that's
Yeah,
you're gonna run behind that line all day long.
bro, that's 2 6'7" guys that weigh the same amount next to each other. That's
That could-
2 Mylatas.
Yeah.
That's fucking 2 Mylatas. Good luck.
But
Right.
now it's gonna be pick your poison because you still got Brooks and Lane on the other side. They can run block their ass off too. So
Oh yeah,
we're
absolutely.
gonna be moving folks.
Yeah, that's the point. That's why I'm saying, like, I would put Dickerson at left guard. I mean, good luck, bro.
We
Good
could have
fucking luck this year. That would be dominant.
if at one point that comes to fruition where it's that left side with Kelsey in the middle, and then like Rock said, the healthy right side. That's got to be one of the best offensive lines in football. It's got to be.
Yeah.
They're gonna be moving folks, bro.
Yeah.
Well, my thing is, don't get married to just the right side because God forbid something happens to Brooks. You got a big guy that might have to, take over the reins.
Dickerson,
Don't get married to a
slide
side.
over the right guard
I
too.
think-
He can play the whole line.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
they're
well,
expected
well,
to get
well,
up and
well. No, I would rather see Driscoll play right tackle, man. Driscoll did a solid job for us last year, stepping in. He really did.
Driscoll's a
You know.
beast.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Driscoll is the future after Johnson, whether you want to believe it or not. So,
He
I
is.
mean, if something happens to Lane, just let Driscoll get it, dude. Let him get all the reps he can in. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Well, I just hope he's able to learn a lot from Lane because although Driscoll is as great as we say he is, he's not Lane Johnson.
No.
That's-
None of these guys are like none of the backups are like the starters. That's for sure.
but the last 2 seasons, the makeup of the guys that were drafted, like we talked about Driscoll, the program that he's coming from, his mindset. Then you have Dickerson, the program he's coming from, his mindset. I like the guys that they're looking at. Like
Yeah.
the type of guy that they're looking at, I love it because they're coming from championship programs, so they're not used to losing. They don't want to lose. They're not about that, and they're
Right.
not resting on their laurels because they're in a school that where it's constant competition. If you're not playing at your best, there's someone behind you that can take that spot in a heartbeat.
Right.
So I love the guys that they're looking at for the line.
And they bringing dudes in every year, and dudes as good as you is. So, man,
And I love that Lane Johnson took Herbig under his wing, dude. Herbig looks so much better this year compared to last year, dude. Like he looked overweight, he looked out of shape. Dude, this year, shit.
Yeah. Herbig's going to be a good lineman for us for a while. I have a good feeling about him, definitely. So you guys have us keeping two centers?
nah,
Three.
we keep
Three, yeah.
three.
Kelsey, Herbig, and Dickerson.
Cause you gotta
'cause
think
you're gonna
about
be
it.
passing
Them
on them,
dudes,
but-
them dudes can play anywhere else on the line too. So it's like they versatile. Right? Only one you not moving for real is Kelsey. Kelsey gonna be where you gonna be at. But those other dudes, if you need somebody to fill in, they can fill in.
Well, there's actually two. My guy, there's actually two. Dillard's another one. Dillard can only play left tackle.
Sure.
Right.
I mean, we never really tried him at guard though. So it's like
He's too small to be a guard, man.
They've tried to cross train him. He hasn't been able to do it.
Yeah, it's been said he's been too small. He's too small to be a guard.
Dillard can't handle no kind of power rush at all.
I know he sucks, man. He sucks.
He's a one-trick pony. He's a one-trick pony who, hey, he has the same issue like a lot of kids have, that they revert back to what they know, that they've always been taught. But a lot of times, what you've been taught as a high schooler isn't what's going to work in the college or in the NFL. Now, whoever taught him in college, God bless him. They got him to the first round, but they didn't get him all the way where he needed to be because one of his biggest issues is he keeps his hands down. You can't do that in the NFL. Your hands have to be up. You cannot rest them. Just like a boxer. You can't rest your hands when you're boxing. What's going to happen? You're going to get smacked across the face a couple of times. Keep your hands up. And he doesn't understand that.
And he, like, Dillard's problem is it looked like to me when I watched him, like at the open practice and stuff like that, when I went to the game, he overshuts a lot. So that give people room to hit him with the inside hand or even just spin off him. It's just like it's like he thinks a lot. Like he don't
he over anticipates.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say. I believe Dillard already mentally goes in losing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no lie. He already lost the fight before it even begun.
Exactly.
It's a mental thing.
Yep.
And the one thing I will say, the one plus I will say about him, and even though I say he keeps his hands low, when he attacks, he has good hand places when he's attacking. Like I said, I'll go back to that Chicago game. He kept Khalil Mack on his toes. That first half, he kept him on his toes. Second half, there was a different story because what did they do? Khalil Mack saw what he was doing, noticed a couple of things, and noticed at his point of attack, if you get him out a little too fast, after a while, he's going to get lazy with it. And we've seen second half, Mack had a better game.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm gonna say here. So what you guys know my total number for the offensive side of the ball was 26 players. Let's see.
Yes, sir.
26. You have two?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We all agreed but one position. I think that was halfback.
Yeah.
Everything else we pretty much agreed on. So one of us might have 26, one of us might have 27.
I think I got 27 because I'm putting Huntley in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You went with 6 halfbacks, right?
Yeah.
You went with 6, Rock?
Or 5
No,
halfbacks.
Five.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You went with 6 wide receivers.
And then you guys went with 4 offensive guards each, right? So you guys went with Seomalu, Opeta, Brooks, and Pryor, and then you had 3 centers.
Yep.
But
remember, I went running back heavy, the 5th lineman.
Right.
I didn't go running back heavy.
All right, let me see here. 3, 7, 12, 18, 2. And I got Rocky. I got you at 30 right now for the offense.
Bro?
Yeah.
Woo! Well, that's not bad. That's not bad.
I know it's not bad, but oh damn, 30?
3, 7, 13.
You only keep it.
30.
Damn, you got only enough for a starter or a backup. Fan. When you keep 22 on the offense, you got to think about special teams.
I mean, a lot of them dudes gonna play special teams though, so it's like
AK's at 29.
Who?
AK's at 29.
Oh,
And Vic, you're at 3. Let's see. 3, 7, 12, 18, 21. And Vic's at 28.
Yeah, so we're all right there.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm at.
hey, I only need 2 for special teams. Okay. Oh, and I tell you, got a long snapper. Son of a pitch.
My players that I think are going to be on the practice squad from the offense, I think Toth and LaRaven Clark and the undrafted free agent, I think they're all going to make the practice squad, as well as Opeta. I have him on the practice squad with Andre Patton, Hightower, Huntley, and Holyfield, and Jack Stoll. So those are my practice squad players for the offensive side. And then, like I said earlier, we have to account for the 3 spots already taken in Jake Elliott, Sippis, and Aaron Sippis, and our long snapper Lovato.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Not related to Lovato.
Right? I always thought that too. It's funny you said that.
No relation.
Well, on to the defensive side, the defensive ends and defensive tackles. We'll start with the defensive ends. I have us keeping 4 defensive ends total. I have us keeping Brandon Graham, Ryan Kerrigan, Josh Sweat, and Derek Barnett, with Teron Jackson making the practice squad. AKA,
Here. I was going to say the same fucking thing. Here.
Absolutely. Cheers, brother. Vic, what do you think?
Yeah, Graham, Kerrigan, Barnett and Sweat. It could be a surprise where they keep Kerrigan. Jackson as a 5th, but yeah, I would say the practice. And what is it, Matt Leo? He's definitely practice squad.
Oh yeah, he's like he's an exemption
He's like
too.
a project.
He's like from he's from
Australia, isn't he? Isn't he Aussie?
Yeah, he's exempt for some reason. I think like a visa exempt or something like that. I don't even know what it is.
God, did Howie get on an Aussie trip all of a sudden?
Listen, some of those rugby football players, you got to take a look, especially when you're looking at like the Samoan ones. They just breed big dudes. You know what I mean? They're just.
Hey, remember what Sipos' nickname is, man. It's got to catch on.
Roo.
It's Roo.
Yeah.
For kangaroo, because he got that fucking leg, bro.
Boom. Got that.
Yeah. I gotta admit, I talked shit at first, and when I saw him, I just sat the hell down and shut up.
Hey, you know something? I wonder if this man can drop punt.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I'm sure he can. He could probably kick it with the back of his.
I want to see it. I want to see it so bad, dude. I would love to have a drop punter on this team. That'd be fucking dope.
Hey, they say with those Aussie rules balls, they were more difficult. Like they're bigger, they have more air.
Oh yeah.
But those are way more difficult to hit. So once they get those American footballs, they're having a field day with them. That's why they can kick so well.
Yeah, it's like almost like the equivalent of playing soccer with a medicine ball, and then going
right,
and then going to regular football. Yeah. So, one Trey, what do you think about defensive ends? How many we keeping?
I think we keep 4. Brandon Graham, Josh Sweat, Derek Barnett, and Ryan Kerrigan. And you got also, I ain't even gonna get into that because we about to do D tackles next.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. But I know what you're about to say though.
mhm.
Yeah. So I think we're all pretty much in agreement with that. And yeah, I think Teron Jackson's got to definitely, like you said, they could keep a fifth, and if they do, it's definitely him. But otherwise, he'll be on the practice squad. So then defensive tackles, obviously Cox and Hargrave are locks. I have us
Yep.
keeping Big T and Marlon Williams with actually I have Big T making the practice squad, and I have T.Y. McGill making the roster.
Do you have an earthquake, brother? Jesus.
I know, right? I looked over to the side. No, that was my fault. 'Cause I looked over to the side. I just smacked it.
I was about to go, man down.
Right? I smacked the hell out of it. Hold on.
Good thing it wasn't the bong,
Oh, hell no. I'd cry.
right?
You would hear a grown man cry on TV.
Okay, what do you think about our defensive tackles?
I'm going to have to go with Cox, Hargraves, Williams, and Ridgeway, with Big T making practice squad and McGill on the practice squad.
Got you. Okay. All right. So you got Ridgeway making the squad over McGill. Okay,
Yep.
I can respect it. Vic, what do you think about our defensive tackles?
Cox, Williams, Hargraves. I don't know if Ridgeway makes it. I think McGill makes it. I don't know. I feel like they might go with McGill.
Yeah.
Bro, why
Yeah,
do I feel like you've been against me the last 2 days? What's up? Did I do something wrong to you?
Nah, it's because we've seen him make decent plays. Like, he's made good plays. He hasn't been overly horrible.
And they keep
You never
bringing him back.
disagree
They
with
keep
me
bringing
though.
him back every
It's
year.
like it's a bad thing. The vibe's going away.
Blame it on Philly Mike. Blame it on Philly Mike. He got Vic in an
Right?
argumentative mood.
You and your fucking Flacco mojo, man.
Oh my grief! Yeah, that was hilarious. No, it's not the most. I don't know. I don't know. I don't see much out of Ridgeway. I think they want because that type of player, but I don't know if he's producing enough.
Yeah, and Ridgeway's had injury issues too. He hasn't been able to stay healthy consistently, so I think that will factor into their decision making as well. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting. But Rock, what do you think about our defensive tackles?
Yeah, I gotta go. The main two: Hargraves, Cox,
Yep.
Williams, and I'm gonna have to say Ridgeway too because they keep bringing the dude back. It's like they clearly see something in him. They bring him back, but
My dog.
he gotta go
See, that's
Ridgeway.
what I'm talking about, bro.
They brought back Jordan Matthews that many times.
Anyway.
They brought Jordan Matthews that much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now look at him. He's a tight end. He might be another. That's funny. He might be another guy we missed out on.
Uh-huh.
Talk to the logo.
I like Ridgeway though, man. He's a good feeling. He's a good feeling for like the fourth defensive tackle. I didn't really see a lot out of McGill during the preseason and stuff. So I feel like he probably gonna hit the practice squad, and we're gonna have a 4-man rotation because if anything was to happen to one of them, you could throw Ryan Kerrigan at D tackle. He could finish the game off. So I mean, yeah. I only see us coming in with 4 defensive tackles.
All right. Yeah, I mean that's my 4. Like I said, are Hargrave, Cox, Milt Williams, and T.Y. McGill with Big T and Hassan Ridgeway on the practice squad as reserve, just in case we get some injury bugs going. But
You got it.
yeah.
Got McGill in there. That's what's up. See?
Yeah, our defensive line. I have us taking up, 8 roster spots in totality. So that's I think we got a good mixture of veteran and youth on the defensive line. So it's going to be fun to see. But as far as linebackers, That's a interesting subject. I think we're gonna be on this one for a little bit. AK Eagles, what do you think about our linebacker situation? How many we keeping and who we keeping?
Start the controversy first. Um, all right. You're right. This one is tricky. So I believe it's going to be Wilson, Taylor, Stevenson, Edwards, Bradley, Singleton. Wait, hold on.
You
That's
got
it.
Stevens?
6. Yeah. Yeah. Wilson, Taylor, Stevens, Edwards, Bradley, Singleton. 6.
We keep 6 linebackers.
Yeah.
I can see it happening. But
yeah.
keeping 6 linebackers, that's a little, I don't know. Because, you know, the NFL is basically nickel-based defenses a lot. So, I don't see the purpose of keeping 6 linebackers, but I can rock with it, though.
But when you look at it, when you're talking about Jacoby Stevens, yes, he's listed as a linebacker, but he's not really a linebacker.
Yeah, you can slide him into that safety role, too, but it's like.
But could he be a guy that they just leave on the practice squad?
I feel like he's going to be a guy that's on the practice squad for the
You
first
think he'll
couple
make the
weeks.
practice squad?
Yeah, he's going to be a practice squad player.
Jacoby Stevens?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So I'm interested. Go ahead, Trey, because I'm interested to hear your list now.
All right. So I'm going to have to go Sean Bradley, Edwards, Wilson, Davion Teller, Sean Bradley, Edward Wilson, Davion
Singleton.
Singleton, yep. That's it. Stevenson gonna be on the practice squad until somebody go down or something like that. Because it's like, where can you like? I understand he's a good athlete, but what you gonna play? You gonna keep him just for like special team purposes right now? Because
he plays like Jamal Adams.
Who's gonna play?
He's a Jamal Adams type linebacker. You can put him as a blitzing safety, and you can also put him as a covers linebacker.
I don't feel like he's gonna see the field at all, for real. So it's like he's gonna be just a bona fide special team player right now. So
God, drop the fucking news already, man. I'm excited to see this shit now.
So who do you? I mean, I have us having 6, and I have Jannard Avery at the Sam linebacker position.
I forgot about Jannard Avery.
I was saying because I knew he was hard with him. That's his guy. I know.
Yeah, and I got Eric Wilson at the mic with TJ Edwards backing him up there, and then at the will I have Alex Singleton and Davion Taylor with Jacoby Stevens making the squad as well. That's my 6th. So I have Johnson and Sean Bradley making the practice squad. Patrick Johnson, Sean Bradley in the practice squad.
I totally forgot about Patrick Johnson. But yeah, he'll make the practice squad too.
Yeah,
so you keeping Stevenson over Sean Bradley?
No, he said Bradley. He said Bradley and Taylor.
I thought he said Bradley going to the practice squad.
Yeah, I actually do have Bradley going to the practice squad.
Oh,
I do, because he's more of that middle linebacker type, and I think TJ Edwards is going to beat him out for the backup spot. So he's kind of the odd man out. I think Jacoby Stevens. I think he's going to see some playing time. Rock, watch.
If somebody gets hurt, I don't see him getting on the field right away.
It's like Christmas.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, AK. When the last time we could actually sit and debate about something like the linebacker position? You know,
right?
Position
Feels good, don't it?
So long. It was like
feels good.
It feels good, man.
Makes me just want to go Wagyu.
It's crazy.
So AK, how many linebackers did you have us taking? I know we all had 8 defensive linemen. You had us taking 6 linebackers? Okay. Vic, what about you?
See, this is where it comes in. It's pretty hard because, like you were saying, Avery, and I know that
Yeah.
the coach likes what Avery brings. You know how he can use him, and Jacoby Stevens too. Like, Jacoby Stevens, he's another guy that can get moved around. But like Rock said, I think he's going to be on the practice squad too. You're going to have to take a chance on that one. Singleton, Taylor, Wilson, Edwards. But I think Bradley, they'll keep Bradley. I think we'll have 5.
You gotta keep Bradley, man. He can step in at any of them linebacker positions, and you won't really have a drop off. So, I mean,
Okay.
and then Singleton, like he good, but he a little on the smaller side to be a linebacker. So I don't feel like he gonna hold up for 17 games.
Now,
The
I
only
have a
reason why I
question.
don't.
I got a question for y'all because of Bradley being a middle linebacker, and he has shown improvement this year. Like he really has. I really like what he's done.
Oh, he has
Is there
definitely.
is there any chance at all that Edwards might be in trouble?
I was just thinking that Edwards might be the odd man out too.
Very
I
possible.
mean, if you drop Edwards and you put Bradley and Taylor in there, then I'm only going with 6 or
The
5.
re-
I mean,
the reason I say that is because I feel like Bradley is a better coverage linebacker than
yeah.
Edwards. Edwards just a run stopper. He's a run stopper. He's good on the third down and shirts and stuff like that. But
You want
Bradley
to say
could
5?
And he's younger. And he's younger.
He is.
Bradley could give you that too, and he could give you coverage from that linebacker position. He runs sideline to sideline. He's a
Yeah.
he's a leader.
Put me down for 5. Take Edwards out of there.
All right. So, Rock, how many linebackers are we keeping in your opinion?
5.
5. Okay. All right.
You joining me, Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah. Edwards might be the odd man out here, man. No lie. I mean, he's been around what 2 years on our team. Before that, he was with the Steelers. So I mean, he's had opportunities. It's not like he's new to this. He could be.
I think we drafted Edwards. Or
Yeah, we did.
No,
We
he
did
came
draft
from
Edwards.
Pittsburgh.
No, he came out of Temple. We
No,
drafted
he
him out
came
of
from
Temple. He
no
came out of
Edwards.
Temple.
Edwards came from
TJ Edwards came out of Temple.
No.
We didn't draft him though.
Bradley came from Temple.
Was it? Hold on. Oh, you
TJ
might be
Edwards
right.
came from what's that red
Wisconsin.
and white school called?
Wisconsin.
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Yep.
No, you are right because he was an undrafted free agent, right?
Yeah.
Wait, who the fuck? Who did we get from Pittsburgh then? A couple of years ago.
We got
We got a linebacker.
we got what's the Fort? We got Fort.
Yeah.
And then we went to
No, that's it. I was thinking Edwards
yeah,
Fort.
we got
My
LJ
bad.
Fort.
Apologize.
No,
I
I
mixed
think we
Fort
keep
and him up.
I think
I
TJ
think we
Edwards
keep
was
Edwards.
on. I think he was on Baltimore before he came to us.
No, we drafted
drafted
Edwards
him.
came to us first.
He was an undrafted free agent.
He's an undrafted
Oh,
free
okay.
agent.
Okay.
You're right. You're right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because they really had high hope for him when he first came in. It's just his only.
Well, that just makes it even worse then. He
But
was
no,
undrafted.
his only issue is his speed. That's
Yeah.
it.
He can't
Edwards is
he's not
smart.
really that strong
He's
in
on the
coverage.
ball. He has a high motor. It's just his speed. That's it.
Why he's a middle linebacker.
Yeah, like his legs don't carry him fast enough. That's it. That's his only issue.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. That's what makes it worse though, because Bradley was a draft pick of ours. That just gives him a leg up on TJ right there. That just makes it all the more reason.
Yeah, but Bradley wasn't like a high draft pick either.
He was a 6. I mean,
he's still away from irrelevant.
No, I get it, but he has shown upside here this offseason. That's the only reason why I said he might threaten that. That's the only thing.
I watched Bradley at Temple. Dude really is a dog at linebacker. Like he's a leader. He can cover. He runs sideline to sideline. He plays the run well. I don't understand why he's not getting more burn out there.
I think he will this year.
Because the preseason he showed he could be a dog at linebacker too. So
yep.
It's like, I don't know. It's a good problem to have. You get me? It's a good
problem.
Yeah,
I feel you.
Like,
well, and not just that, my guy, but
about linebackers at all in the recent years. Like, it was just that, and then this. Oh damn, just Nate Gary. We talking about Nate Gary. I'm like, come on, man. We got a good problem on our hands.
Yeah, no, linebacker position is looking up. It is.
It is definitely. Yeah. So I mean, all right. So all you guys have 5. I have us taking 6. So then let's see here at corner. Obviously we have the top 2 and Slay and Nelson. They're locks to make the team. And then we have Avonte Maddox, Zach McPherson, who I like to call Z-Mac, Josiah Scott. Those are the 5 that I have making this team. I think we're going to have 5 corners. We're going to be 5 deep. Probably keep 2 in the practice squad in like James and probably Seymour. Seymour's got a good amount of NFL experience, so I think they'll try to keep him around if they can. But yeah, I think we're keeping 5 corners. What do you think, Rock?
I think we keep 5 too because I feel like in like a game situation, if we were to lose a couple guys, I feel like a Kayvon Wallace could step in and play corner. Yeah, I feel like we keep. I feel like we keep 5 too. It's gonna be Nelson, Darius Slay, McPherson, Vontae Maddox, and Josiah Scott. And if anything was to happen, Kayvon Wallace could step in and fill that cornerback role too. So yeah, we keep 5.
All right, I like it. Vic, what do you think about the corner situation?
Yeah, man, pretty much how you see it. And I see Slay, McPherson. You got Nelson Maddox and Scott making it with Craig James, and Seymour on the practice squad.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's I think we got a pretty solid 5 in that group there, so I'm comfortable with it. AK, what do you think?
Yep.
Same.
Yep.
Wagyu.
Wagyu. It's all Wagyu in here, boy.
Wagyu all day. Absolutely. Yeah. Actually, I looked it up. It's WAGYU.
Really?
That's the spelling. Yeah.
I like my way better.
Full Americanizer.
Wagyu.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys have us all. We all have us keeping 5 corners. That leaves us with the safeties, and obviously McLeod got activated, so he's going to be on the active roster along with Kayvon Wallace, and then we have Anthony Harris, and I have Epps making the final safety spot with Graylin Arnold and
Riley?
what's that?
Riley?
Yeah, and Riley making the practice squad.
So we'll keep Adams at all.
Eric, we can make the practice squad.
I had Adams on the practice squad too. Yeah, no, we're keeping Adams.
Nah.
I have him on the practice squad, but he just didn't make the active 53. But Rock, what do you think about our safeties?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Riley. I'm not Riley. I'm tripping. McLeod, Harris, Kayvon Wallace, and I'm gonna have to put Adams in there because I'm gonna just say based off the pedigree, man. He played for a Super Bowl winning team last year. Even though he wasn't in the starting defense, he still has that experience. I mean, and he can play special teams for you.
I'm about to say that. Special
And he
teams.
can play special teams for you. He could be a leader on your special teams groups. So I say we keep him. This other fact that he can fill in if anything was to happen, but he's going to be a key special team contributor.
Yeah, I think you got a good point there, Rock. Definitely. Vic, what do you think?
Yeah, like Rock makes a lot of sense with the special teams, but just looking at it, I see what is it? McLeod, you got Harris, you got Wallace and Epps at the backups. I don't know. I feel like Arnold, Adams, and Riley would be on the practice squad because of the McLeod injury and him coming back from injury. That leaves me. That could be a possibility why we might keep an extra guy. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
right now, I don't think we do. I mean, because when you look at it, when you add them all up, I think we need to save some room. Am I correct? I think we'd be going over if we pick an extra.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys would be.
Yeah, so if that's the case too, you'd have to hope that they begin the practice spot. And out of all of them, what is it? I don't know. I like Braylon Arnold. I think he has the most promise out of all of them.
He versatile, man. He versatile. He could play safety and corner.
I think if that's the guy that you bring on because you're afraid that McLeod might be injured, might come back a little too fast from injury, Arnold's the guy that makes the team.
Got you. So you have us keeping 5.
I have it at 4. No, I have it at 4 where it's possible. It's like spade. I got 4 on the pop.
Got you. Got you. All right. So AK, what do you think about our safeties?
Here.
You gotta get it. Wagyu? You say Wagyu?
Wagyu.
Hey, go.
All right. So you have us taking 4 as well. Okay. All right. So let's see. The number's going to be 13.
I know someone got to be over.
You guys are at 22 on the defensive side. Okay, so
you gotta leave 3. You gotta leave 3, so we're about right, I think.
Yeah. No, Rock's right on, I think, with 52. He's right there at 52. Let's see, AK is at. How are you guys only at 22? Let me see. Did I do that right? 8.
I know I had 28 at first.
You guys, we all had 8 defensive linemen. You guys all had 5 linebackers and 5 corners and 4 safeties, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 8, 13, 18, 22. Yeah, 22 is the number.
So we're at 52?
No, because remember, you got to pick your 3 special teams. So we're good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
We have enough for special teamers, which goes to, of course, Demi Lovato's father. You got Sippos and Elliott, who hopefully can kick high.
Bill, how weird is that though? Usually teams bring in a kicker, like a backup kicker or something like that. We just said fuck it.
Like I said, I'm not a kicking coach, but when I watched the game, that's the one thing I saw out of Elliott. They were all line drives, and he was pretty far back. Like his thing was an arcing field goal. When he made that 60-yarder in New York, that was an arcing field goal. Every field you saw was an arcing field goal. These are just line drives.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that got me concerned. I don't know if there's again, same thing I said about Nick Mullins. I had a quarterback coach, but at the same time, it kind of looks like he's getting labored. I don't know. So that might be up with Jake Elliott that we don't know. Maybe he might be okay. Like if whatever surgery he might have had, that of course at the end of the season we'll figure out, or we'll find out. He's doing okay. He's getting back. He's good enough to play, but everything else don't look the same.
I mean, I'll be honest. If he's not feeling good, the best thing they could have did was bring in a backup kicker. It could.
But then he don't do kickoffs, does he? He don't do the kickoffs anymore. Or is it Sippos?
He don't even do kickoff. That's how I know he is something not right with him.
Yep, that's what to say. Because if he did kickoffs, that means that he has the power to do it. You know what I mean? Because you got to boot that ball, even though they're up. What is that? The 35 now. You still got to kick it pretty far because they're usually kicking out the end zone. If he's not even making it, then there got to be an issue with the leg.
Yeah,
and that on some real, that could kill us though. That could kill us though. Big Elliott not right. That could kill us.
And his thing is, it's not even the distance. It's not even long kicks that I'm concerned about. It's extra points. He couldn't even do that last season. So what if we're looking at a 3-point chip shot and he can't even make that? I mean, I'm not concerned about distance. I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned about him being consistent. He hasn't been that last season.
Yeah, then you pile on an injury, really not going to be consistent.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If it was me, I would have brought in some competition, or at least a solid backup kicker, even though like this to test him out in the preseason or something. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's going to come back to haunt us.
Well, there was a kicker. What was he out of Kansas City that got let go last year? He was floating around. I don't know I think he got signed. I think he made a team. Like we should have just brought him in just for a look, and I guarantee you, he probably could have won it. I mean, I don't get it. And like we said too about the punter, maybe we don't know. They know more than us. But at the same time, if you're talking about competition, they bring competition at every level. Hell, have a long snapper competition. You know what I mean, put it on.
right.
It's like we just basically ignore special teams.
Yeah.
Or
You never know if
special.
Mark Dornbos want to come back. Or I think John Dornbos want to come back play.
I'll
Give him a
go
shot.
get him, man.
Give him a shot.
I'll go get him. Shit, he could. I
Magic
guarantee
Man.
he still could long snap.
Oh,
Yeah.
but tallying it up, Rock's at 55, including the special team. So you would have to cut.
Cut.
You got to cut a couple people. Rock, definitely.
Tough decision.
Vic's at 54, so you got one, and then AK Eagles is right at the 53.
Ooh.
Wagyu style.
Wagyu.
You said I'm at what 55, 56?
Yeah, you're at 55 because you 52. Then you got to add in the 3 special teamers in Lovato, Stippis, and Elliott. So yeah, you'd have to cut 3.
All right, so I'm gonna have to go Huntley. I'm gonna have to go.
Probably a tight end because you had 4.
Yep, I'm gonna have to go one of those tight ends. It's gonna be Stall.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to go JJ Arcega-Whiteside.
Ooh.
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 Mic drop.
All right, so let's see. So
offensive players.
I got
Vic,
that too, right?
I think you. Yeah. Let's see. You're
I'm
at
at 54.
29 and then 22, 50, 51 plus 3. No, you'd only have to cut 1.
Oh, then I know the guy.
Yeah.
Opeta. Because you got Herbig. You get filling at the guard.
Yep.
So you cutting Opeta.
Yeah.
Sorry, guy. I tried to get you in there. I shouldn't have. I should have tried.
Practice squad.
Yep.
Yep. That's an easy fix right there.
Yeah.
That
was me overreaching.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean
I like the big guys.
the big uglies. That's what we used to call them when I was in school.
Hey man, I got respect
Hopefully he
for
don't watch the show, bro. You just got crushed his feelings. All his hopes and dreams gone. Done.
Hopefully he'll get a wagyu from the wife and he'll feel better.
Yep. That's all you need.
Right.
This has been a Wagyu and a Fuegu production.
Fuego wagyu. Absolutely.
Wagyu?
But I don't think any of the lists that we have is going to be that much different of what Cash is going to have.
No,
I don't think there's going to be a surprise.
If Howie's smart, he'll listen to us.
I think the biggest surprise was Johnson. That was the biggest surprise cut.
Yep.
We really didn't think he was going to get cut, even though he was injured. We never thought he was going to get cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't he still on the team?
We should go. Yeah. We should go live at 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, right when it drops.
I'll be working the 14th.
Yeah.
Okay. It's 4 p.m. Eastern, right?
I'm available.
I was thought they should do that though. They should have me in the middle.
Oh, we could do the post reaction around this time again.
Yeah, hell yeah, we could do that too. Definitely.
Hey, has anyone know if any news dropped yet though? Like we've been talking for a while.
I looked at my phone just now. I haven't seen anything. Nope.
They might not start dropping like 12 noon. I mean,
12 o'clock.
Like this is going to be our phones at 12 o'clock. Da-na-na, 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 da-na-na.
Hey, the only thing that pops out at midnight, bro, is he who shall not be named. That's what pops out at midnight.
Well, my thing is too, if you think about it, you don't really want guys to get picked up. So you really would want to wait to the last minute to release your roster. So right. It literally could be 3:30, 3:45, 3:50 where we're going to get the news.
Very true.
I hope they're the only team that I think that would happen because everyone else has pretty much been dropping people left and right. We're the only team that only dropped. I think it was only one person. The only guy who got himself on the roster and quickly took himself back off the roster.
Facts. Big facts, definitely.
I feel bad for him, though. I feel bad for him.
Michael, did you quit?
Yeah, I feel so bad for him.
Well, hey, so that fucking trade today, huh?
That was
man, you're welcome.
Oh,
when it popped into my head, right? I'm sitting there And I was like, how can I steal this guy away from him? And I was sitting there, I was like, I'm not giving up on DK. Like, that's not happening. But I was like, would he really? And I totally forgot about Robert Woods for the longest time. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, Robert Wood. And then it hit me. I was like, you'll take Robert Woods, won't you? He was like, yeah. I was like, got him.
But I mean, y'all know who's gonna be a sleeper in fantasy. I feel like this with the new situation, new quarterback. I think it's gonna be Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson. You know, all Matt Stafford want to do is throw that bitch down the field. So that's a perfect pairing for real. If DJ can stay a little bit healthy for the most part, he gonna have a good season. Cause now you got Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods eating it up in the middle. Now DJ right over the top. Whoop.
Yep.
That's what we were talking about earlier when we were talking about the Rams. That's exactly what I said. I was like, without Jackson, that whole plan falls apart.
We do.
So Jackson is the key to their season because again, if you blow the top off, Kupp and Woods, they can eat underneath.
They're gonna
eat all day. Yeah, they're gonna eat all day.
Like at least 10 fucking catches a game.
And because I had Kupp
Deshaun Jackson being on the field, like
I had Kupp last season, so I watched all the Rams games. And the one thing I will say is, Sean McVay misuses him because he gets him so open, but yet he uses it more as a run blocker, which sucks for him. Because
he uses it more as a run blocker, and he gives them all the little pop passes and all the little stuff.
It's like he throws them bones by giving them touchdowns. But for the most part, man, Sean McVay, if he used Cooper Kupp more, they could have went farther. There were a lot more times where he was open and it was just like a play for Woods. Or what was his name? Reynolds took a lot from him too.
Well, look what he was dealing. Look what Sean McVay was dealing with that quarterback. I mean, there's a reason why they got rid of Goff. Goff's garbage.
And that's
no lie though, bro. No lie though. Fucking Tannehill, DK, D Hop, Singletary, Saquon, T Higgins, and Logan Thomas. Ooh, gives me shivers just thinking about that lineup.
Gives him the wagoo just thinking about it.
I'm just trying to get rid of Joe Burrows. If someone could assist in this.
Let me ask you this. AK, if Julio doesn't get traded to the Titans, are you still making that trade?
Yeah, oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, D-Hop feasts every year, man. Like I said, yeah, Derrick Henry was going to get me 20 points. That's what he was projected to do this first week, okay? D-Hop is at 17. Saquon is at 17, I think. So I'm only losing 3, but Robert Woods was only giving me 11. So I went from 11 points to 17 points at one wide receiver position, but I only lost 3 at a halfback position. So I actually gained. And that's the point, you know.
Let's talk about how much Derrick Henry is going to eat this year, bro.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure. I 100% agree.
But the one thing I will say about Derrick Henry is Julio Jones kind of hurt him in a way because when A.J. Brown was on the team, you guarantee he's going to get hurt. They're going to depend more on the run game. Having Jones on the team gives them a backup of them continuing to pass the ball because they're going to want to now. You got those 2 beasts on the outside. You're going to want to pass the ball. But at the same time, once that third quarter,
you got to think though, Vic, that's going to take so much pressure off of everybody because you stacking the box on Henry. Now you got to play Julio Jones one-on-one. You got
but that's the thing, though. I think teams are going to look at it as they're going to go into every game against Tennessee betting their odds on their corners rather than betting them not being able to stop Henry. You know, like I believe everybody's intention is going to be to take Henry out of the game and pray to God that their corners can just keep up with AJ and Julio. And in some way they might be able to, but I believe if you stop Henry though, you limit them a little bit for sure. You know, because there is some teams that can compete with both of them. They do. Some teams have 2 good corners, so just all depends on their schedule and stuff.
The good thing though is Vrabel is like a run-oriented coach, but you know how every coordinator sees. Like I said, you see those two guys on your outside. You're gonna want to get creative. You're gonna want to get some offensive. You want to pass more. I mean, you want to you want to get the most out of him, especially out of Julio. He's not going to be around for long.
Bro, I
Yeah.
was just looking at something earlier, yo. You know, Derrick Henry, his senior year in high school, he rushed for damn near 5,000 yards in one season.
Listen, why his parents even let him do that? As soon as you got to 3, you're out for the rest of the season.
Yo,
Whatever.
no,
Right.
Man,
but
bring my
his
scholarship up here.
freshman, sophomore, junior year, he rushed for over 2,000 yards. And then his senior year, he rushed for damn near 5,000 yards in one season.
I guarantee that was a growth spurt. That's when he hit 6'7".
Hey, you know what? I asked the one question the other week, and I'll ask you guys. What do you guys feel Derrick Henry's longevity is? Because you know what? I say he could do this easily another 7, 8 years. And the only reason I say that is because of his size and his speed. He's not taking most hits. He's giving them. You know, so longevity wise on his body, he's going to be pretty decent. So I feel he can be a powerhouse for the next probably 7 years or so. What do you guys say?
He don't take a lot of big hits at all. So
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
it all depends on his preference, like when he want to hang it up. Because I don't think he's gonna have a lot of major injuries. Because he
Nope.
rarely gets hit. It's like you hit him, but he's not taking those nasty hits.
Right.
So
Yeah, you bounce off him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen,
I
he's
see him
not the
on that
same
high level
runner.
for 5 years.
He's not the same running back, but I see him like Adrian Peterson. And the fact that when Adrian got hurt, you've
Right.
seen him next season bounce back. One
Yep.
thing about Derrick Henry, he's a physical specimen. Like he's a guy that's all about taking care of his body too. That's another thing. He's constantly spending millions of dollars like LeBron. He's spending it on treatment, on taking care of himself, getting himself prepared for the season. And that's what he's all about. He's a
but
gym rat.
I feel like
And like
AP was a little bit more of a reckless runner than Derrick Henry is. So
Nah, I think AP was a smart runner. He just knew he could fuck you up.
Yeah.
he was a little bit more reckless. He was a little
'Cause
bit more like
Did you ever
Derrick
hear what he
Henry.
used to do to people?
They're
You ever hear
both
what he used to do to people?
He
they're
definitely
both
was a beast.
angry. They're both very angry runners. They're looking for contact. They're both are.
Yeah, when you know how like in the beginning of the game when you do the coin toss and you have the captains out in the field, everyone comes through, they'll shake hands. AP made it a habit of squeezing that man's hand, like crushing it. Most of the times, whoever's hand he was shaking, they couldn't play that game. Pat McAfee even talked about it. The first handshake he got on him, like he knew you had to squeeze. The second one, he demolished his hand. He couldn't catch the ball, and he was punting. He's a punter. You need to catch the ball.
You know who else is sleeper in fantasy? Not even like touching out of the backfield wise or nothing like that, but AJ Dillon from the Green Bay Packers. He is sleeper. They gonna feed him because they let Jamal Williams go. Jamal Williams in Detroit now, so AJ Dillon gonna be the number 2 back. They gonna feed Adams. I mean, what's their running back name? Shit.
Williams.
Swift.
Oh, you talking about Detroit?
No,
Detroit
I'm talking about Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Oh, Green
you
Bay.
got Williams.
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones, yeah, they gonna feed Aaron Jones, but Aaron Jones a little bit on the smaller side. So when it get down to like them goal line runs and stuff like that, they gonna feed Dillon on them joints. And he's a big back. He a big dude, man. I got him at least 8 to 10 touchdowns this year, just based off them getting in the red zone a lot. So yeah, I keep AJ Dillon on my bench, man. He's gonna be a monster.
With the Aaron Rodgers situation, do you think he takes more control of the offense this season? Because remember, he's pretty much got
every
them.
season though.
No, but this season he basically got them by the cojones, man. Because they got that contract where he could walk away next year. He's not guaranteed to be there next year. So they're going to want to do everything they can to appease that man. So if he's like, listen, I think we should be throwing the ball more. I understand the run builds the pass, but I'm Aaron Rodgers. I need to throw the ball.
I feel like they're going to go into it with the same
That's if
game.
they're trying to appease them, Vic. I mean, they do have Jordan Love
who has been
in the
looking
wings.
horrible. looking horrible.
I feel
You
like
see them?
they're gonna run their offense the same way they've been running it the past 2 years, man.
Well, they
I
got no
mean,
choice. That's the floor's offense.
it's
He
all gonna
wanted to
be
run his
it's
offense.
all
He
gonna
didn't want
be
Aaron to play.
it's all gonna depend on what team they play, man. So I like Green Bay odds against anybody in the NFC. So I mean they're gonna have a solid season just like last year. I don't think Devontae Adams gonna score no goddamn 18 touchdowns though again. Cause that was crazy. He went
Well, can we
off
talk
this
about how they just gave my guy Randall Cobb? That was it. Like I got it. That was his pick. That was Rogers' pick. But you couldn't do better.
Yeah, they don't seem to want to invest in weapons to put around him very much. You know, they have their running back, they have a receiver for him, and they seem to feel that they can just put role players around those pieces, and that's good enough.
No lie, you could have went out and just got him Kenny Galladay for Christ's sake. That would have been good enough next to Devontae Adams.
They could have
Hey,
got him
Julio
Julio.
Jones.
Yeah,
Yep,
they
Julio
Julio
Jones.
Jones, yeah. Any of
Deshaun
He was
Jackson.
begging. He was begging for Antonio Brown last season.
Yeah, he wanted Antonio Brown. They could have even got him Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones would have been a good pickup too.
Deshaun Jackson. I mean, there's guys that were out there.
They could have helped him out so many times, and they did it. And all he was asking for is just a receiver. In the draft, he just drafted. What did they do? They ended up drafting the quarterback, a guy who can't even. The guy behind him can't even play.
Help you.
You know?
Right.
Help
Yeah.
me.
You're
Help
telling me
you.
I can't.
Show me the money.
I don't know. My thing with Green Bay is I feel like because they are a publicly
Jerry
owned
Maguire.
company.
Thanks, AK.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they're a
What'd you say,
publicly
Vic?
owned
Human
company.
head weighs 10 pounds.
Vic, what'd you say?
No, I said for Green Bay, like they're a publicly owned company. They
Right.
don't have a guy at the top. What is it? Ted Thompson, I think, or Tom Murphy, whatever his name is. He's the
Yeah.
guy that runs it. He just answers to a board. A board likes to make money. Maybe that's the reason why they're so damn cheap. The board likes to keep things nice and tidy. They like to stay in, like to stay in the black. They don't like to be in the red.
In Green Bay, they paying people to park on their grass. So it's like you park on their grass and walk up to the stadium, bro. That's a big community. Like it's not a big. It's like they football, everything football to them around there. So I mean, they got a lot of say so. Just like our fan base, I mean, could control the outcome a little bit for the most part. So I don't know. Aaron Rodgers gotta get out of there for real, man. It's like I want to see him somewhere else. Right?
That's the thing. I wonder where he's like. Who's
I know where Aaron Rodgers is going. I ain't worried about it.
Where?
He's pulling a Brett Favre, bro. He's going to Minnesota, taking over for Kirk Cousins next year.
I think a better option for him for real would be Denver. Denver got a lot of weapons over there.
Fuck. Bro, Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson, he'll win all day with those
Denver
two.
got a lot of
And
weapons.
Dalvin Cook, oh shit.
I told y'all my dark horse, and I don't want it to happen, will be the New York Giants. Because if Joe Judge doesn't produce this year, they're out the way. That means Dave Gettleman will have one more shot to keep his job, and he's going to be grasping. And Dave Gettleman is a man who likes to grasp. When he goes big, he goes big. Aaron Rodgers can dictate the coach, can dictate the team. He already has a decent squad. That defense looks okay.
You think Aaron
The
Rodgers
offensive line is the only issue.
You think Aaron Rodgers is going to go play for a first-year coach, or somebody who's going to be taking over for the Giants?
The quarterback that takes the New York Giants back to the Super Bowl.
Bro, in all honesty, man, if you're going to be threatened by any team in the NFC East for Aaron Rodgers, it's going to be Washington.
It's Washington.
Well, yeah, I was just saying the Redskins are, but I don't think that organization fits Aaron Rodgers. I don't think that organization fits Aaron Rodgers. The way they're run, who runs it, that's not his thing.
It don't matter. It's about the weapons that are there, and that's what
I got that. But again,
I'm starting to hate. I'm starting to hate Washington just as much as Dallas and the Giants.
Right. But no lie, bro. This is the way you got to look at it. He literally only needs 1 year in Washington. He can win a Super Bowl and he can get the fuck out. It's that simple. Like, we don't need to worry about anything. You know what I'm saying? Because with Gibson, with McLaren, with Curtis Samuels, Damani Brown, and that defense, dude, that's just completely.
You're talking about a team. This is a team that he's probably going to want maybe like a 5-year deal.
No,
so you got to think about. Aaron Rodgers is trying to play like Tom Brady. He's trying to play forever. He's not older than me. And I'm 39. I think Rogers is about 36. So you think if he plays to 42, you got 6 years right there.
Rogers is, I believe he's exactly 40. If not, he'll be turning 40 here soon.
No, I don't think he's older than me.
No, he was just 38 like last year. Yeah, no lie.
Someone got checked because I thought he was younger.
He's 30. He's 38.
I thought he was 36 in that
No,
range.
he's 38.
No, he
Well,
in
he's
the 40. He closing in on the 40 club.
Yeah, he's 38, dude.
So you figure he'll play to 43.
Yeah.
How old Brady?
His
42
arm's
going to
still
43?
good as ever. Aaron Rodgers don't look like he lost a beat, man. It's like,
And he said he want to play. He want to play.
Well, even still, realistically, you give him 3 years. What's 3 years in Washington? Who cares? As long as he goes there and he wins, he ain't caring about that.
see,
You got to think, can he realistically win in Denver?
Well, my thing is, whatever team he's going to go to, he's going to study their roster. He's going to look at what they're going to look like in 3 years. So he's going to study that roster. So whoever has the upside going into the next 3 years, that's most likely who he's going to pick.
Yeah, well, that's definitely Washington over Denver.
Denver got weapons.
Yeah, but Washington's got better weapons than Denver.
No,
Well,
offensively, yes.
weapons are one thing, but you got to take into effect too. You got to take into account the coach. Ron Rivera is a great coach.
But you got to take into account John Elway too.
But Ron Rivera is a defensive coach. Now, does that bode well with Rodgers? Because that means the defensive coach really, yes, they're a part of the offense, but they're not going to care if the quarterback dictates the offense because they can trust their quarterback.
Exactly.
And that's something more prone to trust the quarterback.
Same thing Bruce Arians did with Tom Brady this year. You know, he just pretty much said, here, Tom, and like they said in the playoffs, that was all Tom Brady calling those plays. Bruce was like, hey, I'm just chilling. It's all you, man.
Actually is an offensive coach, though.
Yeah.
I know, but that is something though that sorry, I lost his name. Rivera will do. Because Rivera's not a young guy. He's been around. He's coached other quarterbacks, and he's been successful in this NFL. You know, he's a very light coach, and he is a defensive coordinator. If he has a guy like Aaron Rodgers, hell yeah, he's going to trust him. He knows him. He studied him. He watched him. You know.
The best thing about Arians is he has like a big he doesn't have an ego. I should say he has no ego, but he has a big personality. You know what I mean? Like when he brings Tom, the first thing he said is, let's sit down and let's go through this offense. What is it that you want to do? And they went through Aaron's offense and they made it for Brady. You mean they put things that he wanted to do. He wanted 5-step drops. They put that in because Aaron's all about getting the ball timely. 3-step drops to get him out. 3 to 5, low on the 5, more on the 3. Brady's more of a 5-7 drop guy. So they had to tailor the offense to Brady's needs. And Aaron's was open to doing that. A lot of coaches won't do that. A lot of coaches like, this is my offense and that's it. That's what wins the game. My offense. I don't care who's behind me.
It will. If Aaron Rodgers goes anywhere else, will he be able to coincide with the coach and the offensive coordinator?
Yeah.
Everybody is not going to agree on everything. So
I'll say this: Sean McVay jumped the gun on picking a quarterback. He should have held off on golf one more season because I guarantee you, Rodgers, a West Coast guy, knows he can't get the job in San Francisco because they already got a guy at the draft. LA would have been perfect for him. Even with that team.
You see what they gave up for Stafford. They could have went and got Aaron Rodgers. For real.
I don't know if they would have went and got Aaron Rodgers because you know what they probably could have? They probably could have been going after him, but Green Bay wasn't giving him up.
Aaron Rodgers would cost a lot more than that, too.
No, they would cost a lot more. When did the Rams ever care about giving up draft picks and spending money? So,
no, I'm not saying about the Rams. I'm talking about the Packers. The Packers would have nothing to show their fan base. Right. You're gonna go out there with golf. They'd go crazy. That town will get burned down.
Still got Jordan Love.
There'd be cows and milk just flying all over the place.
Yeah, bro, eventually it's gonna happen. Eventually Aaron Rodgers is not going to be there anymore, and you're going to go down. It's just destined to happen. You can't strike gold 3 times. I mean, my God, you went from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers. You got to suck eventually. You didn't strike gold with Jordan fucking Love. If you did, I'm selling my soul. I swear to God. How can you strike gold 3 times?
You see what happened to the 49ers?
Then you want to sell your soul.
Montana, Steve Young, and then there was this garbage after that.
See,
Well,
I think
bro, at
LaFleur's
that
stupid.
point, if you're striking out 3 times on quarterbacks, like somebody sold their soul at that point. Like, come on, bro.
Someone said they want to sell their soul.
The dumbest thing LaFleur could have done was question Aaron Rodgers because he's never developed a quarterback. So for him to want to get someone else who was better than Aaron, that was just a fool's mistake. He should have just stayed with what he had and hopefully brought a quarterback that can develop and Aaron would have been comfortable with training or bringing him along instead of just going behind his back and then getting a quarterback. Now you're stuck with trying to develop the guy that you picked because let's be honest, it was no one else's choice but LaFleur's to pick that quarterback. It wasn't the front office, it was all LaFleur.
I
So
don't
now
even
you
think.
got your guy. Now your old guy wants to leave. Now you're stuck with the bag.
So do you
I
guys
don't
think
even
that Aaron
think.
Rodgers is going to have one foot out the door this
He
season?
He
already
already
does.
does.
And
He
like I
already
said,
does.
he talked to Brady. He talked to Brady just like Brady before him said when he talked to Peyton Manning. Peyton basically gave him the gist of what to do, and he followed it to a T. And look what
Yeah.
happened. The Peyton Manning playing worked. Brady got his chip. Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers is not going. Aaron Rodgers is going to follow suit. You already seen him at the golf outing. They're already talking. Imagine what was done off camera. You know what I mean? And Brady's the type to pass along information. He wants
Yeah.
to see Aaron Rodgers in a good position. Hell, he wants to see Aaron Rodgers most likely in the NFC, not the AFC. But you never know.
Like no lie, man. I said it the. Oh, go ahead, bud.
Oh no,
But the
I
thing
was just
about the Aaron Rodgers situation is he doesn't want control of this and that and that. He just want them dudes to make him aware of stuff, and they
Nah,
won't
he
even
even
do
said it.
that.
He wants more. He wants more control because they never asked him anything. Whether it
Yeah,
be a coach, a GM, they never asked his opinion. And he's not saying he's like doesn't want to make the decision, but it'd be nice if someone asked you sometimes.
yeah. Y'all
That's
need to
all his
bring the
position
dude in on
was.
the draft day situations. He should at least be able to get that. Like,
Like
if Mac
no,
Jones doesn't pan out in New England, say he looks like dog shit this year, could you guys see Aaron Rodgers in New England?
that'd be tough. Like I know Bill Belichick loves Aaron Rodgers. That's his favorite quarterback. He set aside of Brady, but that would be tough because you're going to give up on Matt Jones that fast.
Right.
And
I
you
know.
had you got Cam, so you're going to leave yourself with a quarterback next year. You're going to be Brady or bust then.
but leaving there and going to New England put him in a worse situation than he is in Green Bay. They don't have nothing over there for real at receiver or nothing. So I don't
Yeah.
I'm if Aaron Rodgers leave, he's gonna go somewhere where the offense is already set up. All you gotta do is just plug yourself in and play.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Saints.
Nah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I can't
Well,
see
I
him
don't.
going to the Saints either because Michael Thomas went out now from the Saints.
No. They reconciled. They had brunch. They brunched it up. They're good.
They drank some champagne and
Hey, mimosas go a long way, fam. Hey, they
exactly.
get you tipsy.
That's
I was
right.
one to question them before, but not anymore. They're a great Sunday morning treat.
Want some more?
But I wanted to make this one notion, about the whole Rodgers thing, and I've said this from the get. Green Bay was in the predicament to lose out anyway, because in the end, Green Bay needs Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers does not need Green Bay. No lie. He can walk away right now, be the full-time host of Jeopardy, and make more money doing that than what he makes in the NFL, and be way more famous.
Yeah,
Way
because
more
he's
famous.
not hurting for money. Dude,
Yeah, and he's not hurting anyway because he's got all the commercials and all this shit, that he's got going on. Like, dude, he doesn't need the NFL. The NFL needs Aaron Rodgers in the end. So you can say whatever you want about this guy, but in the end, there's nothing you can say to ever give you the edge on him. Like, there's nothing you can do to this man. He has everything. He really does.
Since we talking quarterbacks, Deshaun Watson to Miami. How y'all feel about that?
Did they say it was too high? The price is too high. They want
was
But they
high.
back in
first
the
round and two second rounds.
conversation now. Remember they dropped out of it, but now it looks
Who?
like Miami.
Miami's price is too high.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's not going to play.
I think anyone is fucking retarded right now to go after this kid. Like,
Nah,
you
I
don't
think-
even know what is going to happen with him. You don't know if he's playing. You don't know anything. To even just go and attempt to go after him, it's like, why?
I don't think
It would be
anybody
dumb.
is.
it would be stupid of Deshaun Watson to get traded because if he does what's the first thing to happen, he's going to have media attention. And what they're going to be attended, what they're going to be focused on, his 22 civil and his 10, criminal cases.
But
If I'm him, shut up, stay in Houston, don't play, sit back. No one's even talking about me really. You mean like there aren't cameras following me like that anymore? Just stay in the cut. Don't even play this season. Who cares?
that's something he's gonna have to prepare for though, because no matter when it comes up, it's gonna come up.
It's going to come up a lot. That's going to be the headline everywhere. And they're going to interview these women. They're going to find them. TMZ. It's going to be a big thing. If you're a team, you want to spend all those draft picks and then deal with that headache afterwards.
I mean,
He don't even know if he's gonna play or not this year. So.
I honestly think
that's
all
the
that
point.
news
That's
is
why
being
you're
driven
stupid if you try.
No, but I
Like
think
that
honestly, all this news is being driven by Deshaun Watson's camp. It's not real NFL teams behind anyone. It's Deshaun Watson's camp. He wants to get the fuck out of Houston. He has no way. He's stuck, and they know it. He can't get out of his contract. He has no value. He has no say in the fight. Houston got him by the balls.
Thanks.
You ain't getting 3 firsts and a second for fucking Watson. There's no way in hell.
It's Deshaun's camp or it's the Houston Texans because I'm sure they want to find a trade partner if they can and get the watch thing.
Let me just clarify real quick, because some people will be like, how can a quarterback or NFL player put that out there and make it seem like it's from a team? You want to know how? Look at LeBron James. He owns Clutch Sports. Anything that ESPN says, does, it's all ran through Clutch Sports because who represents ESPN anchors? Clutch Sports. So if you say an athlete can't direct the narrative, you're wrong.
Oh yeah, that's facts. It happened more often than not. You see, James Harden pushed his way out of Houston. KD, it happened more. It's happening now more than it used to. I mean, players controlling their own destiny.
I guarantee you.
I don't know, man. I'm still a little leery, and I'm still holding on. Somewhere deep down inside, I still feel that this was put on by Houston because they, you know what I'm saying. There's a dark side to this.
I'll say this. I'll say the one thing I do know about Houston, and that's Jack Easterby. You know what I mean? Like he was, like I said, the chaplain, the team chaplain. He's not a guy that you think that you can like run over. The guy's a convict.
Yeah,
He knows how to deal.
I would not be surprised if they threw this on him just to get back at him for wanting out. Like, no lie.
Bro. You gotta peep the timeline. You gotta peep the timeline.
Because what, it happened 2 weeks after he said he wanted it out. 2 weeks later it happens.
It was set on a Monday. By Friday they were already talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like you just can't sit here and tell me that that's not coincidental. I've always said that. Now, and listen, I'm not saying that these women are lying. I'm just there's more to this though, man. It's just weird. Like you're telling me this guy played in the NFL for 4 years, and dude, if you're as proudful as what you say you are, dude, that's not something you hold back for 4 fucking years. Like,
and a lot of things people are remembering is who owns the Houston Texans. That man ain't one man to be fooled with. If you know who I'm talking about, he ain't a man to be fooled with.
Yeah.
He ain't a man that likes other people other than his own, if you know what I'm talking about. So if you got Deshaun Watson coming out of his face after he just signed a contract saying he wants to get traded, I guarantee you this billionaire is going to try to do as much as he can to try to put him in his place.
But you got to think about it.
And bro, let it come to light that shit truly happened.
Never will, though.
Do you know how bad that will fucking be? Do you know how bad that would be?
Is a perfect example.
Y'all got to think about this too, though.
Might have to sell the team.
You got 32 NFL billionaires to collude against one person.
They trade DeAndre Hopkins. Deshaun Watson take that money. I'm gonna take this money because y'all probably gonna offer me the highest contract. I'm gonna take this money. I want dip. Why would y'all take this man #1 receiver away from him? Over nothing. Over nothing. Like
pennies.
If your owner's worth his weight in salt, he gonna stop that trade. Yeah. But he didn't. Why? Because what they were saying about DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins is a model citizen. Yeah, I mean, he got charities out there. He's a great, outstanding man.
You never hear nothing bad about him off the field.
But in Houston, you hear stories about the music that he listened to and his gold teeth and his hair. Right when he was trying to talk about a contract. Why? Why did it come up around that time?
Yeah.
Like I said, it ain't like for a GM or the team owner to put misinformation out there. You know what I mean, especially at a time when you got a contract or a player wants to get traded. This
And,
time, Sean
and
Watson
no
just messed
lie,
up.
dude. Let's be so obvious here. Like, dude, you make millions of fucking dollars. No lie. If I make that amount of money, I literally am hiring one fucking masseuse, and it's going to be a traveling masseuse that goes all the time with me everywhere.
That's
I'm
it.
not hiring 25 different fucking women to massage me out. What?
One
Like,
dude,
that's
he's German.
ridiculous.
His name is Hans. He
Huh?
is my guy. One guy, he is German. His name is Hans. He rolls with me everywhere I go. He sleeps in a separate room, and that's
Right?
all. There are no
But
cases.
but does that make sense to you? A guy that makes that much fucking money hires 25 different women for massages? Would you not just
That's,
have one single person?
Plus, they provide
that's
the
what
team
Robert Kraft
provides you
had.
with masseuse. The team provides you with masseuse. So it's
Yeah,
like,
it makes no sense. It
Hold
really
on,
Like
doesn't.
I'll
like
defend my
Robert
guy. When you
Kraft.
said the team provides masseuse, Robert Kraft had to go outside the facility to get
Yes,
himself his right
he
massage.
did that
You
on
gotta
his
do that.
own will.
millionaire.
Listen,
Robert Kraft was on some real
Like
kinky stuff.
what a
it is
dumbass.
very hard to find a good deep tissue
I
massager.
don't care what you're
You know what
into.
I
Bring
mean?
her to the house. What are you doing?
Got to get up in the upper inner thigh. I mean, got to work that region. Like,
But y'all all know
Gotta get
Robert
your wagyu
Kraft.
in private.
Robert Kraft was on some kinky stuff. So I mean, he was on some kinky stuff. You call it what it is. He got caught in a whorehouse. So I
Oh
mean,
wow.
it's like
no,
He
I
could,
think that place was worse because I think
he
there
could
were sex
afford
trafficking, weren't
1,000.
they?
Hey, bro, even old dogs have to find a bone now and then.
Yeah,
mhm.
but to fly to Miami for all that, you could do that in New
Right.
England.
He got
But that tells you,
billions.
Dude, they
He did
all live in Miami. Gronk lives in Miami. Tom Brady owns a house in Miami. Hell,
But
fucking
Kraft,
even our owner owns
but
a
AK,
house in Miami.
they're
this
probably all
dude
cut
is
up.
a multi-billionaire,
Yeah,
bro. He could fly them out there. Y'all come to where I'm at.
that is
yeah, man,
true.
like,
Probably
imagine
got
going
They
over
in
to
my
Dubai.
crib. They in the comfort of my own home. Like yo, now it's like y'all can't catch me in there. Y'all can't catch me in my house.
But my thing is, why are you paying for a wank? Like, you can't get the whole thing. You couldn't go for the whole package. You're a billionaire. You just got the hand.
All right.
That sounds cheap. Put
Mm-hmm.
some money up, man. Put some money up.
He probably had some good times there though. You never know.
I don't
I
know,
know, I
man.
know,
That,
I
that
know
might
he's
have
all
been one
about the
expensive
OnlyFans.
wink. You know what I mean?
How many
You don't know.
OnlyFans models? How many OnlyFans models he already crushed?
I have no idea.
Robert Kraft a freak, man. He a freak.
He out there. He out there.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's crazy though, bro. It's like I don't like the whole Deshaun Watson thing because I feel like it all was a setup too. It's like the dude once he asked out, it took 2 days for all this to come out. It's like I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
this millionaires talking to billionaires. This is above our pay grade, but I feel like something fishy happening.
See, my thing is, imagine this. Imagine if like NFL teams really have people just like watching you everywhere you go, and they just have like a file of shit you do, and at any drop of a dime, they can just release that.
You know, never mind. I ain't saying it. I will look.
Go ahead, AK.
Nope, nope, nope,
Yeah.
nope, 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 nope. I will look so bad. I'm sorry.
Go
No,
ahead, AK. Speak your
no,
mind.
no. Oh, fuck me. Oh, shit. All
Speak your
right,
Well,
speak your
whatever.
mind, brother.
You know what? I'm sorry, man. Like,
It's about to be bad. I can
oh,
tell.
fuck.
it's about to get messy.
All right, first off,
Someone share this right now so we can get more.
I
We can watch
know. Thank God my wife's in bed. Fuck me.
this.
No lie, man. Oh, don't turn off your camera now, motherfucker. Get back on.
Ew.
No lie, all right. For instance, uh, it's hard for me to imagine that. How can I put this into a perspective to not look bad, dude? No, fuck. I don't even want to say it anymore. All right. You know how? All right, who's your favorite actor, Brock? Female.
Female, Halle Berry.
All right. Say you got to be Halle Berry's masseuse, and she made a move on you. and, and things got now obviously things got a little further or whatever you want to say than Watson did. All right, but yet whenever we look at it, it's like, yo, right on to you. You
Right.
know, like hey, props, high five. You know, but because it's Halle Berry, you do it because it's Halle Berry. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, no human being is going to turn that down. It's fucking
Right.
Halle Berry. I wouldn't even turn that down. No lie.
Damn.
You
Are there
know.
32 Halle Berrys working at this place?
Well, that's not what I'm saying. No, I'm saying as like so. You can't really sit there and tell me that these women weren't willing to do something with this man.
So, yeah,
Some man that fucking made millions of fucking dollars. He's only 24 years old. He has no wife. He has no kids. He has the world by the balls. Like I'm
and then
sorry, but there is
this
grub
dude butt ass
hungry.
naked on your table.
Whether you want to call me mean or evil or whatever, but there's some money grubby bitches out there, and I'm sorry to say it, but it is what the fuck it is. And we are just as bad as men too. So fuck you. I'm not sexist. It just is what it is. Like I said, if it's Halle Berry, fuck yeah, I'm jumping on that shit. It's fucking Halle Berry. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're gonna smack hands with your boys at the end of the day and say you fucked Halle Berry. It is what it is. Okay. Fuck what and that's the thing, and that's what makes it so bad is everybody takes it and they're going to be like, wow, that's so bad. It's like, no, it's not. When did we get so censored as a society?
At the end
Nah,
of
it's
the
not
day,
at all
Makes it
because
wrong? What makes it wrong to have sex with people, especially when you're 22 years old and you have no cling to anyone, you have nothing wrong.
right.
You know,
nah,
I'm just saying, man.
it's not bad at all because let's be honest about it because there are two sides of the story. When this story
No, I
initially
know.
broke, you got to think about it this way. They all came out at once with one specific lawyer. Now, this lawyer down in Houston is known as being a fucking swine of a human. You know what I mean? Like he's known for going at people with, you know what I mean, just bringing up cases. He's not the best, of guy, and it's not passing to try to, have a get rich quick scheme. Take
He's
32 women, you know what I mean,
he's
that had a relationship with Deshaun Watson, contact them like, hey, you know what, we could all get into this together. The more the merrier, because the more people you have, the more he'll look guilty. The more he looks guilty, the more money he's willing to shell out. At first, remember, there are 22 civil. Now, what civil cases mean is they're looking for compensation.
They
They're
want
not
some
looking for
bread.
any justice. They don't want him in jail, nor do they want this in the courts. What they want is in a certain amount of money to, take care of themselves because they feel that they were wrong in some way. And the
They
way
want
they feel that
bread.
they would receive justice is by receiving a certain amount of money. Now,
Right.
there are also 10 women who have criminal cases. Now, these 10 women want, Watson to pay because they feel that he did wrong them and did assault them physically and sexually. Those are the women that he needs to focus on. Not saying that
Well,
the other 22 women are, should be dismissed in any way, but let's look at what they're asking for. They're asking for money while the other 10 women are asking for justice.
bro,
You
I
got to
was
look at
done.
it.
I
Where do
was
they come
done
from?
with this story when the girl came out crying and she said he got a wreck. I said, what grown man you touching on his thighs and all that? Not gonna get hard. It's like you can't control stuff like that. Like you're a masseuse, you're a professional masseuse. You gotta expect stuff like that. You massaging men, their penis is gonna get hard, bro.
But at the same time, I will say for Watson, he has to be smarter. You can't tell me he's dumb enough to think that going to a massage parlor where if you are getting whatever happened, if that happens multiple times, maybe you shouldn't be doing that because let's be honest, you're not naive. You know that there are women out there that would do anything. Hell, who's that chick that just took that bum ass basketball players, had a kid with them, and now she's paid for the rest of her life after she fucked how many? The whole NBA has been through her.
Right.
We're talking about D League players as well. Like we're talking about the D League, and she picked one idiot to have a kid with. And she literally put, on the gram, she posted everything she said to him. Now
Well,
for the rest of
and
his
that's
life,
why,
he's
Vic, when
stuck.
I said what I said, I was like, listen, I know people are going to run with it. I didn't say they were all that way. But I'm just saying, though, there
I
is
agree with what you
certain
said.
boundaries that normal people like us do cross, especially if it is presented to us. So don't just act like you're all innocent as yourself. Like you can honestly sit there and tell me, never mind, never mind,
No,
never
I'll
mind,
say this as
never
an
mind.
athlete or whatever, or anyone in the spotlight. You got to stop acting like no one knows you, like no one's going to talk about you, like someone actually loves you. That's the one thing you need to know. No one loves you after you make a certain amount of money because all they love is your money. No matter
Exactly.
who you are, no matter what you do. That's what you need to get straight. And for young men who want to be athletes, my thing I would say to you is don't get with no girl. Don't get married. Stop being an idiot. Continue
No
your
shit.
career. After your
If you
career,
are an
find yourself a
athlete,
woman
just
who
stay
wants you.
fucking single.
Because what you're gonna
Just
I
do is,
stay
mean,
A,
I
single.
mean, if you
you're
don't
gonna
got that
avoid
one rocking from high school, then yeah. I mean,
and hold on, let's be honest, because some rock with you from high school, like CD Lamb, and try to take your phone on draft day. Let's cut them chicks to the side too. You know what I mean? Focus on yourself before you focus on someone else, especially a female. And same thing with women. Don't think about no man. The hell you need a man for? Get yourself a career, get yourself a life, get yourself out. Then move on to the D. After that, don't worry about it.
Right?
nah, but I mean, it'd be some kid.
Parental talk from Vic.
You just gotta know you gotta know your chick though. It's like you gotta know your chick. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't know it, like Brian been with his wife since high school. She not going nowhere. She not trying to take him for no money, nothing like that. She knows
Fuck
she
yeah,
paid
Snoop
for the
Dogg's wife, my guy. High
yeah.
school.
She
High school.
high school. You know she paid. She knows she paid for the rest of her life. Cause Brian, even
Oh,
if they
hell
break
yeah.
up, Brian gonna look out for her. But
Yes.
Hmm.
you gotta know your chick. Like
Yeah.
some of these dudes don't even be knowing these half of these chicks. Like Paul George. Paul George had the baby by the stripper on the boat. I'm like, what the hell? You gotta be smarter than that.
Hey
You,
man, I'll throw out Russell Wilson.
Uh,
When he came into the league, he was married, and you seen it. And what
yeah.
happened? He got into the league. He seen how it really was. How you got ladies, and what happened? He divorced her, got with Sierra. Now he's stuck. She leaves him. She taking half of everything.
but he actually
He
loves
pulled
Sierra.
the Eddie
They actually
Murphy.
love each other. So it's
Listen,
like,
she bounced on Future, tried to change Future's baby name to Russell Wilson Jr. I got no respect for that woman.
You guys are making me. You guys are reminding me of like Jesus Shuttleworth and Lala, way
yeah,
back,
Lala was a gold digger.
right?
I'm just saying, man.
But shout out to
It's
Lala
not
and
always.
Rebecca.
It's not always what it
Lala was
seems to
trying to
be.
get that bag.
You know, that's just my point, though. Is it's not always what it seems to be. All
Each his
right,
own, to
that's what I'm
speak,
saying. So I'm not first to point fingers at Watson and say he's guilty, and I'm not first to point fingers at them and say they're lying. You know, but I do know there are boundaries and lines that are crossed, and I do know, like I said, when it comes to certain people, it's about status, you know, and there is things that don't matter at that point, you know, and that was kind of what I was just trying to make that point about. It's fucking Halle Berry, it's fucking Deshaun Watson, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna blame either or because I don't even know how the fuck this is gonna go.
Yeah.
I have
let's be
no
honest.
idea, man.
Let's be honest, and ladies, y'all gotta be honest too. These streets are filled with gold diggers. You know what I mean? We're at a time now where a man gotta have a job for a woman who ain't got no job and never had a job.
Facts.
But that's
Man,
we
come
can
on,
also
man.
say too, though, right?
Hey
That
Vic, preach
She
Vic.
could have broke all her life collecting child support with 3 baby daddies, but want a man with a good
Preach
job.
Vic.
right,
Man,
Preach.
somebody that doesn't know anything, somebody that doesn't follow sports at all, right? I'm not saying this is a scenario, but if one of these women didn't follow sports at all, if they were walking down the street and they cross paths with Deshaun Watson, they probably would never know who the hell he is.
but
You
the
know,
thing that messed up, once Deshaun Watson takes them, saying they do their thing and they go to the hotel room and she washed all that off her face and you find out she's a monster, then you just like, damn, I played myself again. You gotta watch out, man. Gold diggers out here and they're camouflaged.
They
yeah.
out
Yo,
here.
for
Hey
instance,
Vic.
like,
Vic,
and I don't
you
even want
gotta
to.
take them condoms with you, Vic. Don't leave the place in no
Like,
trash can.
Yo, did
for
you hear
instance,
about that?
what was what?
Oh, yo, that happened.
what?
What?
Yeah, that women go in the trash can in the toilet and get them condoms. That's happened
They
many a
get them
time to
condoms and they
NFL
pump
players.
themselves up.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Talk about
disgusting.
girl was on the gram upside down on the bed, like, what you doing, bed? She was like, nothing. I just got, you know what I mean? Like, you crazy.
Uh-huh.
Listen,
Um,
anything for a check.
Gotta
You
make
gotta
Women will
sure
do
take them. You
anything
gotta
for a
take them
check.
condoms with you.
double flush.
Yes,
what the
listen.
fuck?
That's
Bring
crazy.
that,
Fuck,
bring that
fuck
little.
fleshing. I'm tying that bitch up and putting it in my pocket.
What do you
Right?
call
Right.
the little wood stove pizza oven things they sell now? Keep one of them bad boys in the room. Toss that bad boy right in there. Every state, take care of your stuff.
Yo, that was so fucked up. I totally forget what I was even gonna say.
Oh, they
That's
really
good.
out here doing that though. They taking them condoms. They leaving them in the
It's,
trash can. They taking them condoms. They pumping their joints up with them. Baby.
it's wild. It's wild. Like I said, I don't know that chick's name, but man, I feel sorry for him because when it's
Well,
all
they're
said and
looking
done,
at that. They're looking
yeah, I
at
think.
that being taken care of for the rest of their life.
But my
Mm-hmm.
thing is, let's be honest. A judge has to look at that and be like, nah, you can't do that because you can't tell me no child needs $10,000 a month for the next 18 years. That comes out to like $44 million when it's all said and done.
It's
Mm-hmm.
Who
nuts.
needs that amount of money? Who?
Like no lie, what the fuck am I doing? Going out and getting diamond speckled baby bottles or some shit? Like
You're
what
not
the
even
fuck?
gonna spend that much in your lifetime at all.
No.
So
What the
it's just
fuck am I gonna spend 10 grand on a 3-year-old? Please, I'll wait.
right.
Hey, college is expensive. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's facts though.
No, but in 1 month, how the fuck you spending 10 grand on a 3-year-old?
No
They
way.
not spending it on them. They spending it on themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They getting all the Birkin bags and all that. So it's like, I mean, people gotta be smarter, bro. It be
I
the
mean,
young
have
boy,
any
like the
of
young
y'all
boy.
saw Housewives
Think
of
about this.
Atlanta?
They
Think
could
about
also
this. Think about this though, y'all.
also
Tracy Mc,
always take
Tracy
lessons.
McGrady came into the league 18 years old. Got $1 million signing bonus. He bought everybody on his block a car. They be young boys still. They
You get a
young.
car. You get a car.
Everybody on this block, he laced them
Everybody
with a
gets a
wood.
car.
So it's like y'all giving these kids millions of dollars and expect them to make smart decisions. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. They gotta have the right camp around them. I mean, they gotta have the right camp around them, or it's not gonna never work.
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
definitely not one to sit here and say you can't have a family and all that, but damn. I don't know, man. It's a tough one to. Like I said, that's a fine line to walk.
Y'all see what
Yeah.
happened with Ray Caruth? He put a hit out on that little chick. Like,
Yeah.
like that was crazy, bro. He really got her off though. Like,
He's still in prison, right?
no, he home now, I think.
You got out?
Yeah. I think they
Wow.
only gave him like 20. I think he home now. But that's still crazy though.
It is. There's been some crazy things in the NFL like that.
Uh,
Crazy, crazy stuff. I mean, Ray Rice. You go. You look at what. You look at what he got caught doing, and just it makes some NFL players look bad. It really does.
Yo, Zach Wilson for MVP, crazy, bro. we can't even
Wait,
post
what?
what you just said, but you crazy as hell for that. Oh my god. Yo, you got the best fan base, yo. At least they all down to earth. They ain't in the they ain't in the comments writing paragraphs like these what's they called? The my choice people, or what the hell they called? I can't
What the My Choice Awards or whatever?
People
no
choice.
the ones that the ladies that it's my body, I can do what I want with those hoes. I
I don't
mean,
know.
at least they ain't in there like that. I mean,
Yeah.
like everybody's so goddamn sensitive now. It's irritating, bro. It's like
I know,
comedians,
man.
like comedians can't even be comedians no more. When the hell, when the hell a comedian ever got in trouble for talking about? I mean, the stuff they talk about. Now the LGBT, all those letter people coming after them, it's just like this world is just so soft now.
Like, bro, no lie. How the fuck did our world get like this? Our generation grew up with South Park. Like, how the fuck can you be offended? We grew up with South Park.
Right?
What the fuck?
Beavis and Butthead.
It's crazy, bro. Like everybody's so sensitive now. Like you can't say nothing. You just everybody just on the edge. It's like,
I
Y'all
mean,
remember?
do
Y'all
you guys
remember?
remember Sticks and Stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me? My God.
Damn.
right.
There's so many pussies out there now.
Yeah, it's so soft,
You
bro. It's
can't. You can't.
bro, like in my hood, nothing off limits. Like when you going at somebody, we be talking about anything. But it's certain places you go and just everybody just be so offended. It'd be irritating. Like it's like, damn, I ain't say nothing that crazy.
Remember how on the daily you used to clown someone's mom? Like
Mom,
everybody,
everybody,
yo,
mom, grandma,
Daily.
dad, folks, all that.
heck yeah, let you see a junkie uncle. Man, that person's stuck for the rest of their life knowing that they had a junkie uncle. You
Right.
know what I mean?
I mean,
You
bro,
can't
we based a fucking TV show off your mama jokes, for Christ's sake, at one time.
shout
Right.
out to Woman Valderrama.
Yeah, you know, like, you do that shit now, people will lose their shit.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
You talk about people being soft. I mean, just that the old Hulk Hogan song with the one that was on the Gardner Minshew video that I posted. Just
I'm the
listen
real
to
American.
you're right. Listen to the lyrics in that. I mean, if somebody came out with a song like that now, people would lose their fucking shit. I am a real American. I fight for every man. They'd be like, "What man?" They'd be like, "What about the women? What about the he she's? What about the she he's? What about all that?"
Exactly. It's
They would be tearing it
irritating.
apart. And real American, what do you mean by real American? What? Because we're not from here? That doesn't make us a real American? What is that?
None
What
of us are from here. What's your fucking point?
Right.
Exactly.
My ass saying.
Bro, it's so irritating. Like I'd be like, yo, y'all act like a bunch of hoes now. Yo,
A soft society.
yeah, it's like
You know what?
you can't even like on some stuff. Like back in the day, you could like make even a gay joke and people will laugh at it. Now everybody's just like,
Yeah.
everybody get quiet now. I'm like, what the bro?
I know, man. I remember the joke back in the day. It was like,
You can't even make a Dallas joke anymore. Remember that?
no,
You
Everybody
can't
get
come out of
offended.
Dallas.
Yeah.
Theaters, and that's it. You can't say it. But now I think that's
like,
actually acceptable. You still can't say
like
it.
there was a joke back in the day. There was a Washington fan, a Dallas fan, and Washington, Dallas, and a Giant fan, and they all three are on top of a building. They all three jump. Who hits? And the answer is, who the fuck cares? Like, that'd be offensive. They'd be like, oh, no, you didn't. That's about killing people. No, it ain't. They jumped. I didn't push them.
Like
now you're
fucking let them all jump. Like
Now you're making fun of
Yeah.
suicide. Now you're making fun of suicide.
Yeah. They'd bring up the dude from fucking September 11th, jump guy, or whatever the thing is. Like, how's that funny? It's like, no, that's not what I fucking meant. It's a joke. Take it
or
easy. Calm down.
it'd be like my uncle committed suicide. I don't know your uncle.
Right.
What the fuck's that got to do with my joke?
It was just a joke. Like
I
damn.
wasn't saying that's funny that people kill themselves ever. I didn't say that.
No.
It's just like it's weird now, bro.
It is.
It's weird.
Yo, you know the one that pisses me off the most? Whenever somebody says "God damn," and then people turn around and they're like, "Oh."
You said GD.
Right? It's like, first off, I want to correct y'all. I said "God damn."
Right.
All right, I didn't say "damn God."
Right.
Like,
Right.
like everybody takes that and they're like, "Oh my God, you really just said God damn?" I'm like, "What the fuck's that got to do with anything?" The word.
Yeah,
They're like, "Oh, but you're taking God's name in vain." No, I'm not. I'm not saying "damn God." That would be taking His name in vain.
Or they
Yeah, now you're
get
going to
mad.
hell.
Or they get mad because you called a grown ass man with a beard a he. I'd be like, it's a man. He got a beard. I don't care what he think he is. He's a man. Like he's a
Right?
man. Like shit. Like he got a beard. His beard bigger than mine. He's a man.
Until you change anything surgically, you're still what you are, what God made you.
And then the other one, man, whenever, like, I'm sorry, I was raised around my grandparents a lot, you know, and those blue collar people, what's the one thing they teach you whenever you talk to people? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You fucking say yes, sir. These days, people are like, I'm no, sir. It's like, just take the fucking compliment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, dude, they take everything and just fucking blow everything out of proportion these days. It's like, y'all are hopeless.
It's horrible, man.
Are you trying to talk to somebody and they may be a little irritated, and you say, "Listen, buddy," and they're like, "I'm not your buddy." Like, okay, now you're just
Right?
Nah,
Right,
that's
like
when you hit
it's a figure of speech. Like it's a figure of speech, bro. Like chill.
You guys see that? Hey, did you guys see that fight that broke out in the audience at the Jake fight last night?
That was
Nah.
hilarious.
That fight was better than the one in the ring, man. Yeah, it definitely was.
That kid with the white shirt had a lot of energy, but he got taken away so fast.
Right? Did you notice that one guy started? He accidentally hit his buddy a couple times while they were in the mix. There, he was trying to hit the other guy, and he hit his buddy a couple times. I don't think he hit him very hard, but I thought
That's always the problem when you're a close quarter fighter with more than one person, because you're gonna get hit by someone who didn't mean to hit you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Man, you think people would learn not to fight in stadium seats? Like, it's not easy, and it's not really possible.
Hey, but it's Cleveland.
Why don't you just wait until you're outside in the parking lot? I mean, then you
I
go,
mean, have you ever tried to? I've never tried, but think about it. How you walk to your seat whenever you go to take a seat. Like, you practically have to walk sideways.
exactly. You have to
Like,
walk
use your fucking head. Why would you try and fight sideways? How do you win in that fight?
Oh no! When I went to the stadium for the first game, when I went up to my seat, like how steep it was and how high it was, I'm not gonna lie. At first, I kind of got pussy because I sat down and I was like, I'm not used to being this high. And listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I had my cheesesteak, my what the hell, Tony Luke cheesesteak. Yo, my hands got so sweaty. My hands sweat through the paper of the cheesesteak. Yo,
and then
I couldn't move.
in a slant like this though, Vic. So it looked like if you fall, you going down all the motherfuckers.
Yo, the first thing I said to my mans is, yo, I don't know why, and I don't know how people can fight up here. Because as soon as you even step back and you fall, you're done. That little glass protection they got there ain't thick enough for no big deal.
Hell no.
Oh, bro, I'm telling you what, if I'm fighting up there, you're going over right away, because that's my first thing. Because it's either you or me at that point, and I'm already one step ahead of you. I'm already one step ahead.
Hey, yo, y'all ever got this though? You ever like was looking at something on Instagram and you thought it was funny and you like sent it to somebody and they send you a whole paragraph back like, oh my God, they shouldn't like, oh, it was a joke. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, why everybody gotta be so anal? Like, yo, it was a joke,
You know
bro.
what
It was funny. It was
people like to be offended. People like to be a part of a group that's like hurt.
People like
That's all it is.
People love
they like to be offended.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it doesn't really offend them.
They don't.
Right.
They don't
Right.
care. They don't care less.
It's just like Jerry Springer. People like to watch shit like that because they like drama. They're not necessarily entertained by that. They just like to watch it. They like that. They like the people. They like to watch people fight. They like to listen to people argue and to cuss each other out.
Like, no lie, bro. My biggest tweet that I ever had, it got over like 2,000 views, and it was all by accident. You know, I didn't mean it, but I just caught the tweet. Like, there was nothing else attached to it, but her statement was, God, guys are such assholes. Okay? Now, when you're a chick and you say guys are such assholes, you automatically are at that point asking for negative comments. Right. I'm sorry, you can't make that quote and expect to be like, hey, you're right. We are. You know, yeah, you're fucking awesome. No, that's not going to happen. So my response was, or maybe you're just really shitty at picking guys.
Exactly.
Okay? Dude, I got fucking posted. I had guys backing her up. And here what it comes out to be is like, I don't know, it was like some relationship type fucking issue that she posted like a month ago. But for some reason, she that day just decided to post it. I was like, well, see, That's your issue. I said, instead of jumping down my throat, I was like, maybe you should put all the fucking information in there instead of guys are just assholes. Like, you got to give me more info then. Why are guys assholes? Then I wouldn't have said what I said. But when you put that quote, God, guys are assholes, it's like, well, maybe you're just bad at it.
Good response. I like it.
Yeah.
But even that, it could have just meant her man was an asshole. She just saying guys in general.
Yeah. But then I had these guys backing her up, and I'm like, yo, y'all are only doing that because she's pretty.
They
Like,
trying to get the
imagine
funds.
some 320-pound girl sitting there having that conversation. Y'all ain't backing that bitch, are you?
No,
They
they
want the
just want.
funds.
They trying to get a slice of that. That's what it is.
Yeah. Exactly.
They're trying to get the buns.
Yeah, they trying to get a slice of that.
Get their big dish of wagyu.
Trying to get that wagyu cook.
Oh yeah.
But
It's like
on some real though, this
cooking up right
generation
now, making some eggs.
on some real
You
though, this
asking me that?
generation, the generation of dudes is
No, Vic.
they act more like females than the girls. It's
Oh,
getting
hell yeah.
crazy. They act
They're a
more.
little
They
too
be so
sensitive.
emotional. They be like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Every dude now is like a Drake song.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Whoa.
Yo, we are on some real. We the last of a dying breed. It's gonna be. It's gonna be different.
I freaking love the part of the in that video in the. Sometimes I laugh, sometimes I cry when Marshawn Lynch comes out of nowhere and he
Motherfuckers
just.
singing.
I love it. That shit's
Yeah,
hilarious.
Marshawn is one of the truest. He's one of the
Yeah.
realest guys ever.
Yeah, for real.
I'm sorry, bro. The most hilarious thing I've seen lately is
Hey,
that
fellas,
one.
I'm gonna have to back
TikTok.
out because the baby's crying upstairs. Put her to bed.
All right, sir.
Right?
But
All right,
the
have a good
one
one.
funny. All right, you too, buddy. The one funny TikTok I've seen lately, and the one that went viral was the one of the little kid playing pee wee football. Did you see that one? Like he's running with the football, like he got the handoff. Next thing you know, that kid just comes by and just lays him the fuck out. I mean, just completely trucks this kid.
Oh
He's
yeah,
only like 6 years old.
yeah. He flies in from the secondary and just plows him.
Yeah, dude, he gets blitzed. I was like, yo, that is awesome. And he's just laying there like a dead guy in the middle of the field, like arms just laying straight out. And he's like, what?
That's a future freaking all city safety right there, man. Just sneaking somebody.
That was such a nice hit.
Oh yeah, it's clean
For a 6-year-old too. He was
Right?
like 6.
That kid knows he's been properly taught how to tackle. That was exactly what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
He ran through that kid, ran through him like he wasn't even there.
I want to shake that dad's hand. He deserves. He deserves props.
And the kid too. The kid's the one that did it. He's the one with in the pads. He freaking he laid that kid out. I know.
That halfback had no chance from the get, bro. Like no chance.
He thought he was gonna score, and that kid came and said, "No, not today."
He flew down there like a missile, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and
then the other one with the mascot. Did you guys see that one? The one where the mascot lays out the kid.
No, I didn't see that one.
Either.
Oh, that one's hilarious, dude. It was like mascots versus like pee-wee kids, and like the kids are like running down the sideline, and next thing you know, I want to say it's like the UNC mascot or something just comes flying up and just lays this kid out. Grown ass man just lays out a 7-year-old, and dude, it's so funny.
I gotta see that one. I'll probably be cracking up, bro.
Right?
Oh, dude, it's funny.
That's hilarious. Yeah,
I mean, it's not funny because he's 7. It's not funny because he is 7.
Funny.
But
it's funny because it's funny. Like
he had all his gear on. That's what matters. So it's not like it hurt that bad.
Like even with that, like you just said, Vic. Somebody in the comment, oh, it's not funny. That was somebody's kid. Man, shut up. Like, shut up. It's all funny. It's fun in games.
It is.
Young boy got up and walked away. He's cool.
Yeah, we're coming up right on that 3-hour mark right now. So I think we're gonna wrap it up. Did Vic just dip out?
Yeah,
that's what I thought too. All right, Vic, we appreciate you being with us tonight, Vic. Thank you so much. It's been fun. The 3 hours went by like nothing. Didn't even feel like hardly even an hour. But yeah, we're gonna get out of here. But Rock, you want to let everybody know or if you have any closing comments, or definitely let everybody know where to find you at. I want all my Philbillies out there, all the fuck you crew out there that are watching, may watch this on the replay. Make sure you guys go check out my guy, One Trey Rock, right over here to my left, and make sure you go sub him up. Hit the thumbs up on his content. Make sure you watch some of it. It helps get the content out there because you're going to want to watch this guy. He's in the heart of Philadelphia, so he's got his finger on the pulse. So definitely check him out, and he's holding it down. But yeah, let him know, Rock.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, y'all can find me in the cave, baby. I say that all the time because that's where y'all gonna find me at, in the cave. So, I mean, follow me on Twitter, One Trey Rock, Instagram, One Trey Rock 215. Or you could just pull up to the channel, man. YouTube. I have a little fun with it, like stuff that we were just doing right here tonight. I do this all the time on my lives, even when I'm just, getting my thoughts out. I have fun with it. Nothing that serious to me, man. We do this off camera, all of us, all three of us. We'll do this off camera. Like all the same stuff we talking about right now. It's just we got a camera in our face now. It make it a little bit more funny because we could throw the content out to y'all. Y'all could laugh with us, but we do this in our sleep, man. We like so. Like I said, pull up to the cave, man. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, in the description, to this live stream is his link to his channel. So make sure you guys, if you need a way to find One Trey Rock, just go in the description, hit his link. It says One Trey Rock in there, and take you right to his channel and go sub him up. Definitely.
Yes, sir.
But yeah. AK, you got anything? You got any closing comments or anything like that? You want to let them know where you can find you at as well?
Yeah, man, I'm AK Eagles from the Eagles Uncensored podcast, and you already know I may fuss and cuss, but you can count on me and my content like the fucking city bus. And hey, if you like the Wagyu, subscribe too, you know? And I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm going to go off of what he's saying. You know, this is a very, very tiring thing to do for all of us, you know? You know it when you grind it. You know it when you do it. Mentally, it's draining all the time. Because I got to tell you guys, you think because we get on here and we're talking, and then when we shut it off, we go, yeah, we do go about our business daily. But dude, my phone never stops, ever. Okay, we are always all constantly talking to one another all the time. You know, we have chats with all of us in where we're constantly communicating. You know, my phone goes off while I'm sleeping at night, you know, and it's just a never ending cycle. And I love doing it. And that's why we do it. And we do it for y'all. But don't think it's easy one bit, because it's not. It really isn't, you know. And I just admire every one of us who do it, because now that I've been in it a while, I realize how difficult it is. And even though it comes easy and natural to me, it's still mentally draining. That's the part that hurts the most, is just how tired you can get from doing it all.
Thanks.
You know, so props goes out to every one of you. You know, you, Rock, Notion, 500, you know, MK, everyone, man. Because, well, I'll just keep going till he gets back now. Because, you know, there's probably 40 of us, I'd say. And there is a lot of them out there, you know, like Joey, he drops multiple videos a day. So does MK, you know, so does Slay, you know, JC, Bird Gang, me, you, all of us, you know, we try and drop multiples a day. And sometimes 3 videos, you know, that's a grindful day. That, you know, you've done it, you felt it, you know. And in the whole process of all of it, we also have to get our families in that time, you know. And I'll tell you, man, I have 2 kids, a wife, and I do this and work, and I never stop. So I just appreciate all the love and support I get from everyone, because that at least helps me and shows me that I'm doing something right. And the more people sub up to us and the more likes that we get, that just makes us feel better as content creators, because at least we feel the time we put in makes it okay.
Right. I want to piggyback a little bit too. It's like
Go for it, bud.
with this right here, it's like I feel like when we all on live like this, you could be more yourself than you just sitting in your crib and you just
Yeah.
commenting on stuff that went on with the Philadelphia Eagles and stuff like that. Because now I could get his take. We might not agree, but it's like now I know how you feel about it, so now we can talk about it. Now you just sitting by yourself, you just reading off a screen or like you got that set in your head of what you're gonna talk about. That's a little different. See, I could play around with that because I don't mind talking by myself. But a
Yep.
lot of people can't do stuff like that. Just like if we in a big chat like that, now you can voice your opinion because now there's a lot of people talking. But it's a little bit more harder to just sit in front of a screen and talk. I mean, by yourself. So I commend all the dudes that actually are successful with doing that. I like this a little bit more, but I mean, like I said, I can do them both. But I respect every Eagles content creator, no matter how big you is, how small you is, because you taking time out your day, like Sister said, you taking time out your day with your family and stuff like that to get in front of a screen and talk about a football team. Because that's basically what we're talking about. We're talking about a football team. We all might love them and all like that, but we all got our own lives at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
So you sacrificing so much, like your kids, your family, you that's taking time away from them. So if y'all like what we do, man, try to get our content pushed out there more because we doing this for y'all. Like we actually doing this for y'all. So I mean,
Hey,
like we all trying to eat for real. That's all we doing. We all trying to eat, and we just having fun with it. It's football talk. You do this in the barbershop. You do this with your friends. You do this with people you don't even know. So it's like, I mean, I just love the game of football. So I can sit and talk for hours, just like we just did. We even
Yeah.
got off top. We didn't even got off topic. It's like we talking about anything now, and y'all still here. Y'all showing love. So, like I said, try to get everybody. Let's push all this out there. Dirty Fighter, Big Play Slay, everybody, Foothills, Uncensored, everybody. Let's all just we get to this platform where we could just all sit right here and talk, and y'all all just watching thousands of fans. You know what I mean? So. I love it, man, and I appreciate y'all for having me on here tonight. Let me talk my trash. I mean,
Hey, man, and the other thing too is I want people to understand this as well. This is kind of my legacy, so to speak. This is Rock's legacy. This is Foothill's legacy.
right.
When I die and I move on, my kids can watch this shit. My grandkids can.
Right.
If I do this for the next 10, 20 years, I live. Like, it's here now, you know? And it's for every Eagle fan coming forward. They can look back on this and they can see it because it's documented now. We're here, you know? But this isn't just for fun. This is my legacy. This is something that my kids can look back on and be like, oh, my dad is Eagles Uncensored, or my dad is Philly Foothills or One Trey Rock. We do this for personal goals as well, and it's just a great thing, man. And we put so much time and effort and work into it. All we ask is you guys just hit that like button and subscribe. Just two easy things.
It's
Yep.
easy. It's that easy.
really easy. And it's all free. It's all free. And that,
Yep.
like you guys said, like AKA just said, this is a legacy we're leaving behind. Our kids, our grandkids can watch this stuff. And this is something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to talk sports and do it on a platform where other people can enjoy it. And now I get to, and I've only begun to really fully do it with just full time and do it with other people, just like my co-host AK Eagles and our guest tonight, One Trey Rock. Really blessed to have got to meet and to get to know guys like you, and it's it's very much of a blessing. And like I said, it's something that it's a part of my it's a part of who I want to be, and it's a part of, like I said, my dreams and aspirations. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about the future, and yeah, I just can't wait to just do this more and more and more. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's kind of cool to get a little deep with it sometimes. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're gonna get out of here, guys. We've been on for a little over 3 hours now, but yeah, I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Like I always say, you guys are the food and the water to the channel. Without you, it does not continue to survive. So if you're feeling the vibe, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to keep my dreams alive. Because your boy here, Philly Foothills, is going to Philadelphia for the very, very first time this year. And to the link, so I am very much juiced. Absolutely 100%. But for my man here, for our guest, One Trey Rock, for my co-host, AK Eagles, we fly until we die. Stay mean, stay green. Thanks for viewing on your screen. But most importantly, keep it fuego. Peace, y'all.